anything she done. She always had to have her way, but I'd always have my fun. Now it's finally over, and I'm sitting here in the clover, getting high and thinking God you're gone. Well, hell, I can't remember. Since that woman, she packed right up and gone. Lord, she gone. But I've been drinking wine, skipping stones and doing lines, and praying like hell she never come back home. I never had too much to say about anything she done. Always had to have her way, but I had always had my fun. Now it's over, and I'm sitting here in the clover, getting high and thinking God you're gone. Take it away, boys.
Good evening, and welcome to Play Something Good. Thanks for joining us as we bring this week's guest on, Big Chips. As always, you can find us on PlaySomethingGood.com. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Ooh, good evening, and welcome to Play Something Good.
That's Frank.
Hi, I'm Frank. I see a cable hanging over the lens of the camera. I'm going to move that in between sets. I just like to bring you guys in to the back end of Play Something Good so you know what's going on. We're not machines. You know, we're not perfect here at Play Something Good.
It takes a lot to keep this thing going smoothly.
It takes a lot to make a stew.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Yeah, love and sometimes a baby too, Dan. You know what I'm saying?
I don't exactly, man, but I'm not going to lead on to that and let anybody out there watching realize that I'm not hip to what you're talking about.
Man, it's hip to be square these days, and you're pretty hip. Got to tell you. So, you know, tonight's a special night, Dan. You know why?
Well, maybe it's because we have a form of music that until tonight we've not had as of yet.
Pretty excited to bring in our first rap act, Big Chips, tonight. It's been a unique experience for us, and I'm sure the listeners and viewers at home will, feel the same goosebumps, the goose pimples, if you will, that I'm feeling tonight. The level of excitement is just through the roof.
He's serious. I can see him. Y'all probably can't. We got high def kind of stuff going on, but you probably can't see the goose pimples. But he's for real.
I have goose pimples.
They're even on his forehead. You ever had goose pimples on your forehead?
I've never even had goose pimples. I don't really know what they are.
I think it's like the same thing as goosebumps. It's like your skin gets, when you
chicken skin.
When you hear somebody sing, you know what I mean, like a song like that,
making my way downtown. You know, when
Michelle Branch?
Yeah, man. When she starts singing, don't you just like get those little things all into the sky? You think time won't pass me?
And baby, I'd walk 1,000 miles
If I could just see you tonight.
Dude, she was rocking the piano on the back of a semi-truck going down the highway. That's dangerous as shit. Michelle Branch don't friggin' sell out for nobody. She does what she wants.
I could really see you and I just like riding down the road in the car and that song come on and you know, we have one of those classic scenes where I'm not going to change the station. It don't bother me if it doesn't bother you. And then next thing we're just like completely rocking out, cranked up.
I think that's already been done.
Oh, man.
That was a scene in Tommy Boy, I think.
Well, listen, I got this idea for this crazy mass weapon called a Death Star.
Preparation H, on the whole, feels pretty good.
Tell me that was original.
No, it's been used for hundreds of years, man. Preparation H. It's great.
No, I was talking about the Death Star thing.
Sponsor for our show, Preparation H, and Death Star International. Well, I think that's enough bird dogging, don't you?
That was a ridiculous intro. I'm sorry for wasting y'all's time out there. We got some rappers and their group coming up here, man. It's going to be pretty cool, I think, from what I've seen. I'm not really too hip to them prior to this evening, but really looking forward to it, and hope y'all enjoy it.
All right, we'll be right back with Big Chips. Y'all don't go away.
Excuse me, could I get one more of these, please? And some of those biscotti things. Yeah, thank you. I didn't hear the captain talking because I had headphones in and... 15... Did you say 15 or 50 minutes? Okay, thank you.
I'm never coming off this cloud to see space now, and I just wanna float. Gravity is hatched a plan for me to land back in reality. I got about an hour before I better layer up my coats. And Mexico was dope, I didn't miss the snow. You know I love Michigan, but not the city that I'm living in. It's just a cemetery where you go to bury hope. Feeling only dreamers got Fresca and the rest of this tequila shot. I put my pie glove on, I got some headphones in, and Seven singing my song, it goes.
I don't wanna worry about a thing today. I just want a little more time to waste. If I'm just being honest. Vacation so long that it feels like home. Probably spend a whole day in my room. When I wake up there tomorrow.
Yeah. Lord, will I ever make it off this plane? There's some things need change before I go. Will I ever see my kid again? Tell him that I'm sorry that I failed at everything I did. From my birth to his, it felt it is me and his mother split. And that the gunshots are just balloon pops and that will leave him flip. We don't have to deal with it for too long, just be strong. That's why I'm writing these songs, just hoping I can move on. Pursuing any existence I can eke out without me having to rap out Sipping lean in black houses, laying out the trap house. Tell them that I don't do drugs, I do blow trees, I don't need pills. And I'm addicted to the way it feels. I got passions, I got curses, left feeling worthless. I got newfound love for rapping verses.
Shoot, is that clapping? I don't think I ever heard
It's
this.
just some moldy breadcrumbs. Keep your head, the boys' sons. This stuff will make the birds sick. Yeah, I'm hungry for the love, but I don't need whatever comes with it, unless it come with shit. I don't wanna worry about a thing today. I just want a little more time to waste. If I'm just being honest, feel it, feel it, feel it. Vacation so long, it feels like home. I'd rather spend the whole day in my room when I wake up there tomorrow. Man, this is a sad song. Yeah, I'm just going through some stuff right now. I ain't proud, just wanna let you know. So now you know. Yeah, I'm feeling like a birthday in December. I'll never be remembered. That after life comes death, the thing I can't forget. And I don't know a lot, but you know what? It's time to grow up and open doors up. And tell me that my flow suck and be the subject in my next one, son. This shit is fun for me, homie, but it ain't all up. You paint masterpieces based on the thesis of someone else's vision. You can run your mouth, but do you know how to stop and listen? What's the nature of this poison that I'm breathing in? How did all this hatred make it underneath my skin? How I get here? Why am I so selfish? Why do I repulse myself? Can't even help it. There's a language buried in the anguish. I seen a man chase a chick, change his whole accent. I can't even get a girl to drop her old habits. Oh, here she goes, there she went, here we go again. Try it one more time, remind me. I think it's time we dig deep and try to find ourselves and redefine our health. And I don't buy what everybody else is always trying to sell. This ain't our personnel, it's hieroglyphics to an English major man. I ain't tripping by the thing, it's all part of a plan. Put your head between your knees, kiss your plan goodbye. Reborn once, maybe twice, see a few days die. End up in R.I.P. across the chest. Passion, a leather vest. Aluminum is gumming up my memory. I went to hit refresh, I hit my head, my brain is hemorrhaging. Knowing what's ahead of me, say goodbye to friends who died and those who dead to me. I am not compliant, but I'm smart enough to know the difference between me and the lot. Slinging rocks, I'm slaying giants. And know the industry, it doesn't interest me. And if you hear it from my lips, you know it's me. Sincerely, BC. What up, people? How you doing? I'm Big Chips, aka Anthony, aka AJ, aka Clawfoot Killer, aka MC Featherface, aka. All right, I'm done. Anyways, I'm gonna play a few songs for you tonight. This is kind of new for me. Well, it's extremely new for me, literally. But I'm gonna try not to perform like it's new for me. So let's get this next song rolling. This next one is called Our Flag on the Matterhorn, and it was written in 2020. Shit show over here.
A right to the body, a left hook, a right to the head, a left to the head, a right. Stanley is going down. Body held to his feet, held to the rope, looked to his corner, in helplessness, and Stanley is down. Stanley is down.
Some people too wise take advice from me. Just taught my son how to ride a bicycle. These kids can learn anything in 5 seconds. Something that we better recognize for a second. For the record, I had to break up with some friends. Some things that didn't sit right with me worked for them. And we all got choices, well, most of us do. We all got voices, well, most of us do. Our freedom is a joke. You think you make a difference just cause you vote? This ain't a fairy tale. Never been engaged, now you walking down the aisle in a veil. And if we threw a Molotov at everything that failed us, the whole damn world probably look like hell does. Then again, you know, it already kinda looked that way. Guess it's kinda hard to tell, huh? If I could change the world, you know I would. Nobody wanna work on themselves. More than one, make up a neighborhood and ways too many people to help. And if this year is just a punishment, I speak not to myself. I bet I still don't learn my lesson. This ain't nothing like last year, except for that last part. Now everybody got their masks on, the whole world smell like a dog fart. Leave a bad taste in my mouth. Man, I feel sick to my stomach right now. Like my dog just threw up on the couch. I know I'ma have to clean it up, but I only got one sheet of single-ply paper left. I see the animal cage inside your eyes. I can see your face through the N95. I see all the pain and confusion with everything to lose. Be a miracle if half of us see the other side, and if we do, we go back to our ways. A bunch of bad habits, just carry on our day. No cap, I can handle heavy weights. 2020 on my lap, damn chair about to break. If I could change the world, you know I would. Nobody wanna work in this cell. More than one makeup, a neighborhood, and way too many people to help. If this year is just a punishment, I speak not to myself. I bet I still don't learn my lesson. 2020 sucks. Cause now we got cops killing people in the street, crushing on his neck with his knee. He said I can't breathe. Now people steal Nikes, burning down buildings, screaming fuck the police. Afraid they gon' kill them, cause that's the way it seems. I must have been sleeping, cause this ain't the dream. This ain't a movie over a game. No, this ain't the type of things that I thought would follow 2019. I wanna bring down the violence, hang up the pedophiles, starting with the guy that lived right down the street. But if we setting fires for the things that we believe, can we at least burn down a couple Hollywood elites? Please, we lost fathers in the war. Now we battle friends on the internet. So pathetic, ain't it? Someone please explain it, how you making peace. What, you think your infantry over there typing on your keys? In this corner we got, the other corner we got. Opinions flying out to try to tie up a knot. But if you run in one direction long enough, don't stop. You're gonna end up in the same old spot. True. If I could change the world, you know I would. Nobody wanna work on themselves. More than one makeup for neighborhood, and way too many people to help. And if this year is just a punishment, I speak not to myself. I bet I still don't learn my lesson. Guess that song's kind of outdated now, but we're living in another 2020. It's all good. This next song is another sad song. Man, I gotta get these sad songs out of my set list. Oh well. Thanks everybody who's watching. Really appreciate you. The song is called Hope Is Up on the 7th Floor.
Gravestones peeking through the leaves, barely legible and deep. Don't forget about me, don't forget about me. Stay at home safe, but are we really that deep? It takes more than smoking weed to forget about me. Wolves that grew up around the sheep are the hardest ones to turn. No, I guess I'll never learn. It's not like I never heard a sermon pertain to what's underneath the earth. How can beg it any worse? Yeah, you have to get there.
Do it, but I think about it every single day. Almost every single way, it always ends about the same. Breaking through like a fish, like a genie in his wishes, like a busboy to his dishes. I will never be set free, like a thug in his money, like a hug to a tree, killer to his queen, a father and his baby. It all started as a joke, every word the author wrote. Runway off the 7th story, now my friends all give me hope.
For a fire in my own reflection, dragging down the highway, clueless of intentions. My best friend so far that I don't remember. I can tell November from January. All I know is some things last forever, some things last forever. Old girl got a problem, she ain't got the lock on. Frontin' like an ocean, folks ain't even deep though. Shallow like a sandbar, you can stop a speedboat, no joke though.
Bones commandeer my knees rebel against my feet. Like a long lost daughter, lasting fornicating on TV. I may not have all the answers, but I know someone who does. Yeah, he knows you and your cousin. If you feel it, take this number, cumbersome. Little hopeless not an urban legend. I can guide you through the night. Only darkness feels elation. It's salvation in disguise. Such a microscopic mind dividing robots in these guys. All these chicks wanna jump on me, but they don't want none, cause they're out jewelry, vultures in a body. Wanna rob me, go to get bigger diamonds like it's a hobby. Obviously, money ain't never met jet to me. It was always shows and skateboarding. All these caked up fake hoes on IG. This is what two-face mean. Dream clouds looking more like TV. Only face without a filter is a picture ID. Worked as a song. You ain't never really done none. You can sing along and have your fun as I'm gripping my gun, cause I don't trust no one. Recognize I'm unfamiliar with you guys. I'm foreign to my generation. Now I'm desperate for a
Fire in my own reflection, dragging down the highway, clueless of intentions. My best friend so far that I don't remember. I can tell November from January. All I know is some things last forever. 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 Some things last forever.
That was Hope is Up on the 7th Floor. Again, I just want to thank everybody who's watching, all 4 of you. Really appreciate you guys coming out virtually tonight. If you're out there, I hope you're ready for another solid 27 minutes of some music. So with that being said, let's do this next song. This is Never Cross State
Okay, I like to
Lines.
make American music.
Anything less than nines.
Make me sound like Post Maloney.
I've been manifesting on it. So much time been lost just waiting on you. So much in this life worth chasing. I can't waste another second on you.
See, playing games the whole time, baby. Why? I've been staying at the hotel lately. Felt real enough to kill or save me. Feel this realer up the whole town crazy. Too cold-blooded for your inner demons. Better wake it up, stop believing. Got a Motown record with a bag and pleading. If it please the queen, can we just skip the reason? Say, I don't know how to treat women. How you know? You ain't even want to stay with me. Ain't enough, get stuck with this pain in my gut. I ain't done well enough. Anyways, I'm mistaken for love. Been days that I wanted to die. Most days I just want to get by. Lately I'm an inmate, innately fake. Cassette deep, judgment clouded, cause my head in the sky. I wouldn't do it, but I contemplate it. Throw it back to a time less complicated. Right push, TNL show later. Sermon and a free session at the CCA. Skate around. Nicky's in the 40-ounce with them Rocky Dickies 250s in my sound system. Moments like these build momentum easy when you're riding shotgun to a seasoned rhythm. How many dudes did you take up the mountain? Drove cross country 4 times. Could've made a little life for us. Would've upgraded from my old 1.4 Taurus. Listen up, cause the beat feel just like love. Sub bucks to the speakers blow. Don't assume it's coincidence. So heart attacks and click tracks measured in the same exact units.
I've been up all night wondering if I ever seen love to begin with. The juice might not be worth the squeeze. The show goes on regardless. Will it affect me down the road? I guess I'll have to live to know. This mystery is food for wonder. Just to finding ways to love myself enough. I'm discovering some doors are better bolted shut. Just to being alone till I can call someone my own. And we can be each other's home, oh yeah.
Hey, no animosity here. I'm hoping everything's honest, he's promising there. Is this time last year? Eclipse view and Appalachian sunset. Or rock a blanket in a flowery sundress. Yeah, you know how much I like a sundress. I gotta say I like it better than that white dress. Yeah, I seen a picture that you used to post it on the net. Wish I knew the best. I'm like, it's cool, like I'm happy for you or whatever I'm supposed to say. And I don't really mean it. Plus I seen a man, I gotta say it. I'm a better looking, not to mention better cooking man. Hope it's working out exactly like you planned. Seen you serving up my recipe. Carne asada and chorizo up my specialty. Chip to chip, you ain't never get the rest of me, so dress up any way you please. Go anywhere in the 7 seas. he's better off dead than me. I got a million other women that are feeling me now. Take a look at me, I'm never killing my style. Staying shredded is affecting me directly and staying ahead of these, pretending that they're better me. I'm a 100-legged thing, like a centipede. Might have lost the game, but I still got a trophy ring. Thank you for participating. Wait a minute, feeling this is spirit, man. It's got me feeling weak and I'm tearing up. It's lonely. I'm dating. I'ma kick it with the homies till I make it. If I don't end up hopeless and naked in an abandoned basement, I'm making my bed of heavenly threaded sheets out on my table as a king without a wedding ring, just a centerpiece. Trying to break a precedence inside. I let you get the best of my defense. I couldn't see you permanently taking residence inside my head ever since, like you did.
I've been up all night wondering if I ever seen love to begin with. The juice might not be worth the squeeze. The show goes on regardless. Will it affect me down the road? I guess I'll have to live to know. This mystery is food for wonders. Just finding ways to love myself enough. I'm discovering some doors are better bolted shut. Just to be alone till I can call someone my own, and we can be each other's home. Oh yeah.
Writing this to escape you. It's not a letter but a set of cellar doors like a safe room. Sowing my thoughts to harvest later. Magic beans in a field of wild paper, that's it. Back on my environmentally conscious tip. Shit. Saving the trees, medicating with the CBDs. 20,000 leagues, wayside seek. Amazing, save more squids. The air's tastier now than it did back then. Sacrifice all the blood, sweat, beer that I can. Dude, I warned you like I bit my nails short, peeled 100 for the oranges. Never cross state lines for anything less than 9. Same goes double for crossing borders. Even if she got an IQ score that's higher than mine. How about a chick can't breathe, she's so desperate for me, like the whole world full of toxin and I'm oxygen, filling a respiratory. Sorry, Dr. O, klepto with heart's a target, making a fortune with these organs on the torture market, like the lawyer on the toilet. Jurassic Park, he could've lived, but he ditched the kids in an electric car. Maudi, Patrick Henry in my rear view.
Give me liberty or give me death.
Never gonna find love, cause I never loved myself. And if I could buy love, I still lack the wealth of mad Creek Brett and said that we don't help. Cut myself on the Blue Ridges. Nothing can be fixed with a few stitches. Healing up is fine, just sometimes it still itches. This next song is about a city that I live in that I absolutely detest. No offense, but Flint sucks. And this is about that good old city of Flint. Just wanna give a huge thank you to the Play Something podcast. Yeah, these guys are really cool here. You know, this is kind of out of the ordinary for what they've been doing, but I've watched like every one of their podcasts, and it's a really cool gig. It's a really good setup. So yeah, it's a good deal, and that's why I'm here supporting some friends. They supporting me. So Sweater Teeth.
I don't know you, but I heard too much. Tell me something, where you been? You speak so softly that my assumption corrupts my judgment, my friend. I don't have much, no one here does. What we got, we suffer change. Speak so swiftly, I bring you with me. Let you kiss me in the pouring rain.
I watch the lady of the street, looking back, these thoughts are hard. You never caught me like the hole that I'm trapped in. Still a win-win, even though y'all lost me dead. Members of what I had used to call my family, and now just an existential lesson called a memory I love so deep. People can't handle that, and even when I'm sleeping, people stab me in the back, so I can't relax when they wielding axes. It's sad, but the fact is, can't help but love them, though my grudges can never hold. Like, how can I judge them for something that I had done before? Fed up with getting held up by people that I have never met. I'm burning down every last damn one of these abandoned hoes, and there ain't one left in here. 5 years later, my faucet still pouring cocktails. I bump your body full of lead. Hell, let me see you cut. No need for the gunshot. Polyrhythmically stigmatized that American vision, and being polite's contingent on if you white, you figure the race is relevant in cases that deface your kin, malevolent and hella bent on pigmentation of the skin.
I don't know you, but I heard too much. Tell me something, where you been? You speak so softly that my assumption corrupts my judgment, my friend. I don't have much, no one here does. What we got, we suffer change. Speak so swiftly, I bring you with me.
Let you kiss me in the pouring rain.
I see it play to gold on everything I touch. I got thick skin and I dig thick women. I'd be kidding if I said I didn't catch a little feeling every once in a blue moon. But nobody putting up on my blue moves. I'm dreaming of a home and a wife, not a home for a night. Get a bus to get back to a white picket life. Can't save the planet's dying. See more of this world fall every day. Yeah, all of Earth's inhabitants are suffering more real decay. Hey, goes back to the ancient times. The day man decided to invent the lie. Now I'm stuck feeding those bleeding me dry for a city willingly killing these guys. They breaking my car, food on my door. Same dude who asked if a change at the store. Yeah, this why you sleeping outdoors. He's a roach and a buck. Take a puff and good luck. Well, she was a victim and I was a witness. I got the whole movie since proof is my business. I'm back in the kitchen just rinsing the dishes and somebody knock. I'm about to get vicious. Now you gon' leave me out of it? Nah. Teenager covered in blood again. Speed dial 3 just no one came. The city is lawless. She's 16 and balling and calling the people and using my phone. And I look through the people at 6 in the morning. So why you gon' act like it's nothing when she got a baby inside of her stomach?
I don't know you, but I heard too much. Tell me something, where you been? You speak so softly that my assumption corrupts my judgment, my friend. I don't have much, no one here does. What we got with self a change. Speak so swiftly, I bring you with me. Let you kiss me in the pouring rain.
I was born up here, man, in this pile of bricks where early birds can get the worm and me turning tricks till somebody came and saved my life and raised me south of sin, Oakland County, Michigan, and now I made 1-0 again. Nah, my rhymes don't cuss, I feel like my poetry's enough, but if I'm passing City Hall, I'm throwing both these fingers up and I hold them higher for this crooked flock of rookie cops. I've been crunching on these chips, I don't know how to stop, yeah, preach all that tolerance while singing that violence like there ain't no consequence. Misdirected, now you threatened by the way it is common sense. You, your old lady, and your college friends, I'ma let y'all in how division ends, cause it don't till we're digging out trenches, storming them beaches, and we got siblings dead. I never seen creation waiting in such tumult. I never seen more hatred than a social justice cult. I used to stress about a pressure crack and loose trucks. Guess this is what they meant when they said they were scared of growing up. This next one is about a special lady in my life, and it's called Treasure. No number 6. Okay. This song is not called Treasure. Next time. So this next song, if you happen to listen to the record that I put out last year, this is on that record. It's done with a very good friend of mine, Justin Pitcher, and I'd like to welcome him up to the stage right now.
Hey, everybody. Play something good. Yes, sir.
So Justin Pitcher's going to leave the stage now because this is actually Treasure.
Well,
Technical
what goes
difficulties.
heart-striking, another heart.
Yeah.
Another heart.
Yeah, well, there's no other heart. The fixing guy needs the bill with it so he can get another heart so he feel better.
Oh, okay.
So he can go inside and buy a heart. So he can get a better one.
When I wake up in the morning, all I want to see is your face before I see anything. Cause when I do, my days always seem to go so great. I don't get bothered by things that I'd normally hate. And you make me see life in this new way. You defy time, sorry I'm always late. And even though we've been dealing with this quarantine thing, there's nobody that I'd rather be locked down with or locked down to. Hope to one day put a rock on you, sweep you up and knock the socks off you. For tonight we gonna sit around and sip on these drinks you made. And we can sleep all day tomorrow so we stay up late. You ain't working and it's cool cause you still get paid. Any weekends are freed up for me now, babe. All I've been looking forward to are those 2 or 3 days. All I've been looking for is you. Do it make me crazy or selfish? We supposed to be locked inside of our homes like shellfish. I'm sorry, I can't help but just be glad that I get you to myself for the weekend, babe. But don't expect me, like I said, girl, I'm always late. I'm always late. Don't expect me, cause I'm always late. Be there in 10, 30 minutes later, I'm pulling up. I got the mattress in the bed of my truck. Is it the basement or the drive-in? Either way, we put in time. And the view from the top is worth this mountain that we climbing. I lost a best friend who I rescued. Now look, you rescued me. I'm desperately trying to fill this void that she left with me. When I pulled her off the street, she was covered in fleas. The best thing on 4 legs that ever happened to me. And we got 4 legs left, that's mine and yours put together. I'ma focus these best. I'm pleasing God and getting cheddar, cause we all gon' die one day. We ain't gon' die 2 days, so just for tonight, girl, I'ma do whatever you say. Movie theater, popcorn, your crop top on, lip gloss, Tito's on the rocks, zing zang with hot sauce. I'm coming to get ya. I love it when you dress up, DIY hair dye. Who needs a hairdresser? Learn the hard way. Let's pack and hit the highway. Don't smoke, but it's Friday. Let's grow wings and fly away. Hey, it's only been 3 months, but it feels like, hey, we all gonna die one day, and it's not today that we know of. But if the Lord show up and say it's time to go up, well, only that could show up the times. I wanna show you while we still got the time to play. Before we both go back to working 9 to 5, 6 days. First date, the wood shop. Remember dancing out in the parking lot together? Ever wonder where we'd be if we never got that first one out? Before everything shut down, we would've both missed out. Thanks to Governor Clown, and now you're jobless for a while, but you still get paid. So waste a couple weekends with me then, babe, and I can hear the thunder rumbling. I love the rain, just trying to see the bright side of a cloudy day. Don't expect me, cause I'm always late. So remember all that stuff I said before we started doing that song. That stuff applies now. So without further ado, as they say in the roasts, I'd like to welcome to the stage Justin Pitcher.
Hey,
I'd rather perform this song.
Lines of silver, cracks of white disguise my grief. Give me skies black as the depths beyond our reach. Give me something to believe. Overwhelmed by forces greater than myself. Take me home where I don't walk the shores alone.
Burning my body, free my soul.
Lines of silver, cracks of white disguise my grief. Give me skies black as the depths beyond our reach. Give me something to believe. Overwhelmed by forces greater than myself. Take me home where I won't walk these shores alone.
Heard you say you want back yesterday. Do you really want it? I don't think you know the half of what you'd have to endure if you had your way. Know you say you got a tolerance for pain. I don't think you wanna go through everything you went through twice and say everything you did was safe far from the flame. Heard you say you want back yesterday. Do you really want it? I don't think you know the half of what you'd have to endure if you had your way. Know you say you got a tolerance for pain. I don't think you wanna go through everything you went through twice and say I got 3 hungry dragons in my dungeon. It says man securities, a stench so pungent. Coming up short of 100, having fun with pretending I was something that I wasn't. We only speaking out of turn and folding up past eternity. I'm yearning for a certainty, see nothing spirit in me. Or surely my intentions lost their purity. My humble days of fame, what they saying that they hurting me. Stretching beating like a drum head, teasing in the breath, got me stressing in the closet by my bed. Freaking out, I sleep alone now, so cushy getting pretty worn out on my couch. Too embarrassed to admit it to my family, who I am on the outside. Stranger to the inside me, a spider bit by me, even enslaved out free, so can I stay cold cheese? I've been waiting my whole life, I was with you in a dream, and the fish I seen, it's not the same. Show me your teeth, let me see your bones peeking through the meat. This encoded in my jeans, I fail at everything. No, I'm acting fine, living ecstatically, cracking jokes, provoking smiles, but in my mind, I'm hanging up all these issues in my closet by my necktie. Treat my body like a temple, pay to see the ruins. I'm just trying to set example, keep the youth from using. But life is anything but uneventful, read my music. No,
I never knew my dad. But again, these chains, baby bird, go wings. So let the earth everything, cause it ain't gonna save you now. You're only famous in the devil's house. Better pray to God to save you, cause the grave's not a back way out.
First day one back yesterday. Do you really want it? I don't think you know that half of what you have to endure. You had your way. No, you say you got tolerance and pain. I don't think you wanna go through everything you went through twice the same. Didn't say far from the flame. Heard you say you want back yesterday. Do you really want it? I don't think you know that half of what you have to endure. You had your way. No, you say you got tolerance and pain. I don't think you wanna go through everything you went through twice the same. All you did was say fire from the flame.
Fire from the flame, but it ain't no thing. Taking passion through the action, but my jam still bang. This ain't a party mix, always think I keep that pain. I got secrets, I'ma keep it cause it keep me sane. I tried staving them off mentally, eventually I knew these wolves would get to me. Light of the full moon, let me see the whites of the rise and etching teeth. They told me up, stole the precursor to my formula. And more importantly, my cohorts support me. A forfeiting a man without a country, now a foreign being. Hung me upside down and jammed my style before I was ready for human trial. I've been the highest paid clown in a circus. I just surrendered, I'm trying not to get offended. My life is better than I always make it out to be. Better not complain about the weather or there's killer bees. Someone told me that I only write a sad song. Kinda funny from the lips, that if I kissed them I could stack a shelf or fill up composition books.
Feel good indie movie Rainbow Kitten Hugs.
She never see me, even if I'm on the TV. Everybody only wanna hurt each other, I get it. I think about hurting people too. I initiated battle, civil wars, forming my own crew. I could turn this reality into a movie. I could light up all my worries in a doobie. If only it was famous, the labels could try to sue me. Honestly, I see the same issues everywhere I go.
Yeah, I like storms a lot, I guess. They excite me. Just been a thing since I was a kid. I like to feel the presence of a power greater than myself, I suppose. The untamable manifestation of a force no human could wield, or whatever.
It's getting a bit toasty in here, eh, bud? I'm gonna throw this to the groupies. Ah. Can anybody bring up that bottle of Jameson anywhere up here? If I could ask my assistant to accompany or assist me with the bringing of the Jameson. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, let's get it going. This next song is called Lighthouse.
Baby,
I'm not 100% about it, but I don't see no way around it. Do you even really love something? If you could live without it, it's a misunderstanding. Please understand, this isn't how I planned that it would go. You know, I got so pumped to fall in love and be a man, but I can't show emotion if it's not exploding like mortars on the 4th. Must be Jedi love, it feels forced, and you're just not the person that I thought I knew. So why would I work towards a better me if all I get is you? And I work so hard, you know I do, but I ain't getting any younger. And these young girls ain't give me back my youth. So was it ever going anywhere? Anyway, I wrote your breakup song just now, and it's your birthday tomorrow. What happened to me? Wow. Was I like this as a child? Did this lifestyle take a while? Did this life just have to pile up? Now I'm higher than a rooftop. Off of 2 cups, your touch, you give me goosebumps and got me writing new stuff. And it's always perfect till I'm searching, trying to find flaws. Got me feeling like I'm buried to my eyeballs. Lights flicker in a fog like it's dry ice, and I can't make it rain, but it's my fault, your eyes right. Not stressing, I'm still blessed. Whether we live or die, my feet swinging back and forth from the high rise. Listen, despite my strong addiction, I know God don't want me rich, except gon' make me lose conviction. Cut my hair while I'm sleeping, keep me dreaming about these demons. I dream bigger than my feelings. I know one day I won't need to, but right now. Some people, they make decisions like they writing in their journal. This epiphany hit me standing at the urinal. Saw myself at 39 weeks, paternal to yeah. I'm not trying to disappoint you, but I think you missed my point when I said which things are important. Got the text, said sex was the only thing you gave me. I said I didn't care, and you called me baby. I think it makes me feel more like a man to have a sexy lady. I never hit a woman, then you begged me to hit you. Kinda freaked me out a little, that's not something I'm into. But if it's 3 strikes, that's 1. I'm not done, but we are, and that's no fun. I know you alright, I've been here all night contemplating, is this really how I feel, or am I throwing away something real? I don't know, I never will. I feel like I love you, but I don't have a reason. I'm only human, cut me, look, I'm bleeding. I'm not trying to get too graphic or insensitive to something tragic, but I'd sooner jump in traffic than live a fantasy without no magic. We've been together 6 months, went around the world, shoot, I ain't seen no other dudes, as other girls except you. Is it the J. Cole, the J-Mo, maybe it's the blunt, but how come you ain't even listen to my song once? So listen now before I go on trial for what I choose, but what would I return if I invested all my stock in you? Just been obsessed with the image of you for so long. Before we met, you was in a dress, set back on my phone. I should've known that women like that never feel like home, and I could have a new one every day and still feel so alone. Believe that. Show me books on how to fix this thing I don't believe exists, and if it got pics, I'll read that. I think that it's just physical. When it comes down to the spiritual, my soul's an ocean overflowing. You're a kiddie pool, I need a fountain. But when I drink, I live a mountain. You be there for my kids, and when I'm drowning, a lighthouse beacon show me where to swim. And when I'm doubting that I deserve to live, you gon' fix that. When I'm bursting full of hurt and lose my lid, you with that? And if you're wrong, would you admit that? You can answer yes, and you deserve more than I could ever give, and I hope you get that. This next song is called Soul Food. It's kind of a weird one to do live, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Ready when you are, Frank. Wildflowers over a grave. Nature is decorating. Now you can't just wow. Just that air, it's empty now. Just that air, it's empty now. Fall away all the way down. Swear on my burial plot. Playing gardens over the top. Only God knows me, I doubt. Told me this whole life's about that soul food. Soul food. how boring the story will be. Barely feel hair on my cheek, rarely know days of the week. All it will cost I will be. Break my back sacrificing. Debutante tumbling down. No one's gonna catch you now. Gracefully stationary, you and me polarity. Joyous today though it sounds, nothing gold can hold me down. Boys and dots, boys in black cars, holes in wall calling it art. Part of me starting to feel, can't steal what was never real at all. Can't steal what was never real at all. Nothing gold can hold me down, swear on my burial plot. Plain gardens over the top, only God knows me, I doubt. Told me this whole life's about that. Told me this whole life's about this. Can't steal what was never real at all. Nothing gold can hold me down, swear on my burial plot. Plain gardens over the top, only God knows me, I doubt. Told me this whole life's about that. All right, we got a couple more songs for you guys. One more potential special guest, if she's still there. Yep. All right, I'm gonna do this next song for you. It's called "The Observables." It's another one of those very Big Chip style Big Chip songs. In an angrier way, but anyways.
Five, six, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yo, my brother just found me on the internet. He was asking why we never met, and if I had a deep-seated hatred for his father, cause he left before my little lungs ever got to take the first breath. Before I spit my first milk up from a breast, and somehow I still got stuck with the middle name of Seth. I guess he told his other kids he didn't think that I was his, and if I wasn't, he would try to move me where he lives. I said, nah, it's too good here, man. I got family doing meth. My alcoholic parents' alcohol addiction is the best that ever happened to me. Showed me who exactly not to be. Got me everywhere in life to places you will never see me when I trip. I had it coming, fall on my face from a lifetime, rejecting lifelines in a vulnerable state, making choices that I didn't think I wanted to erase, but I only ended up the way I am because he escaped. Look, I am not a medical professional. I don't know how to treat myself well when no one else will. Even doctors with a PhD would diagnose me and die with no sleep over trying to discover what it is that makes me so deep. The oceans couldn't hold me, I'm holding balls of flaming gas past what man could ever reach. You'll never find another me. God could get my mother back her ovaries and bring my father back from overseas. I never knew him yet, I'm still wishing him the best, cause if we forfeit love, what do we have left? Poetry, and hope it could explode at any moment, yet we still keep trying to hold it when it's over. You still see me in the street and never even know it's me. It's just a ghost of what I could have been and what I'll never be. They wanna see you fall, These guys are not your friends. No one's reaching out their hand to pull you up or to success. They carry you scissors on them in case they see a couple threads. They'll be stepping on your fingers if they see you on the edge. Man, without a country, don't it sound lovely? I promise that it's not as much fun as you probably think. You probably think it means I don't believe in things, that I don't have dedication in my life or follow dreams. But I'm just talking about how things are really what they seem. And people always got a motive underneath the surface. So making certain people notice me is not my purpose. I'm worthless. You can say I'm not, I am, I don't deserve this. Believe you me, I'm always searching for a drug that changes me into a different person, a better version of myself till I get help. Just a little something, take the edge off. Just something to take the edge off, so I can handle all the facts of life in raw form. People don't want marriage anymore, they watch porn. And if you ain't divorced and been together since the prom, hope you don't mind if I ask exactly what drugs is you on. Cause I've been on the hunt to find love for so long. And yeah, I might have said it once or twice when I was drunk. Don't think it's ever been reciprocated from someone not related. Should I have waited it out and dealt with all the stuff I hate to say I fake that I'm proud?
I know you're not talking about.
And if the shoe fits like a glove. At least it doesn't give me pleasure lying to the ones I love. Anyway, here I am in the studio, it's all coolio, sipping on a Jameson, jamming on the stereo. Damn, I wish that this was something I could carry home, but I'm a very different, scary person when I am alone with all my thoughts. My head is like a prison, so you ought not to get caught. Get close, I am not the storm that you observe flaking from your window. It is not a pretty view, but something that you might see on the news. Set with me, what you see is what you get, cause I'm the truth. My life is in the pudding, so you shouldn't eat the proof. Just run a couple miles in my shoes, and if you do, good luck with athlete's foot. There's no one working like I do, like reading fiction in the dark, abandoned swing sets at the park. Some stuff just don't make any sense at all, they call it art. I know the day is coming when I'm not gonna be around. My legacy is watching me from 4 feet off the ground. When you're kneeling at the throne, it's difficult to wear the crown. Brother back from ovaries, God would give my brother back her ovary. With this I guarantee your thoughts are comforting, that you would never see another me.
Friggin' A, bud. That last one was a doozy there, eh? Thankfully, I only have one more song, and I'm gonna do something special for you guys, since you were so kind enough to grace me with your virtual presence. I'm gonna invite to the stage the same voice that is on the record for this next song, only we're gonna do it acoustic. Yes, I can actually play guitar somewhat too. I'm gonna try and two-hand this mic stand here because it's giving me issues. Oh, another one of these, huh? All right. Would you like some of that? Ooh. Blueberry, aka Danielle, doesn't usually like performing, but she's doing a special favor for me. So, this next song is called 7 Days to Live. And hopefully I have more than that. It has nothing to do with me, but...
It's dark outside, I see my breath. I might be walking on air, can't feel my steps. If the moon ever shows, I follow it home. I wanna hear every song I know. Michigan winters get so cold, I can tell what my age is from my bones. Rings in a tree, ships in the sea. You'd have to cut me open to see my history.
Some peeps, sweet decks, recalibrate, correct, come correct in person. Not the version lurking, lack capacity to feel connected. Misinterpretation of composure on the internet. Expect to do something you potentially regret. Set parameters, measure the diameter times. I say damn it hurts, remember that I am on earth. The end is not the end. So tell your friends, say when, say when. I refuse to raise my man. The working with his hands makes him any less a man. Refuse to see him disrespected based upon his views. Political investment, sex, and what's up with everyone getting offended, words hurt, which side's worse? We need this law amended, and if anyone getting that the government's your friend, in case you gotten that
government pretends anything you own ain't your home, it belongs to them.
It's dark outside, I see my breath. I might be walking on air, can't feel my steps. If the moon ever shows, I follow it home. I wanna hear every song I know. Michigan winters get so cold, I can tell when my age is from my bones. Like rings in a tree, ships in the sea. You'd have to cut me open to see my story.
Some peeps can't even see past their eyes till it's do or die. Then they act surprised that half attempts fail to kill a crowd or make them cry. Sometimes you get lucky, true, but between me and you, I blame it on the school making everybody feel accepted. Molly coddling the Molly heads, party till you're dead, 'cause degrees cover like a sheet. Just like fuck it and be doing to an addict that prefers using while maintaining the illusion too. I can't say if we were ever great, if we ever could be. I just pray half the populace out here murdering. How absurd it is, bet you never heard of them or their kids. We was popping heads off a dandelion, trying to hop a fence, try and make amends with our shady friends. Hey Slim, you got your wish, everyone's an alcoholic. All it took was a gene defect, a ball, couple car wrecks, so call it what you want to call it. It's dark
Outside, I see my breath. I might be walking on air, can't feel my steps. If the moon ever shows, I'll follow it home. I wanna hear every song I know. Michigan winters get so cold, I can tell when my age is from my bones. Like rings in a tree or ships in the sea, you'd have to cut me open to see my history.
Aurora borealis in the sky, while a glistening ornament ignited light right before my eyes. It was lit in the 3rd degree. No one said a word to me, not a thing. I was listening. Supercilious creatures of depravity featured in this prison made of gravity and legendary art.
I got one hand over my heart, combing my fingers through the stars. Hey, now.
Think about it, think. Just be careful which head you thinking with. Honey down in cage, and for emotion make you let it slip.
Don't get it twisted.
7 days to live, be a busy week, seeking out opportunity, lifting up the weak. We got to feel the blood pumping. We got to feel the blood pumping.
I'm out.
Thank you, everyone. Interview coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Mr. Frank Grimaldi on the tambourine here.
My specialty.
I don't know if anybody out there's ever caught Frank Grimaldi on the tambourine or not, but y'all are in for a real treat.
What's the name of the song, man?
The name of this song is Long Hard Ride.
I like it.
The sun was low on the horizon. It looked like blood in the sky. They all knew as they mounted up, this could be their last ride. They'd head out west of Oklahoma, turn south toward old Mexico. They all knew well, man, no one could tell at the end of the trail how this would go. They're chasing the ghost of an outlaw. Some folks say they'll never find. Well, they'll chase him like hell. They'll catch him at the end of the line. They lost him south of the border. They said it was bad luck on their part. And they saw him again in Tijuana. It seemed the whole damn gang had lost heart. But they'll ride again in springtime. Seems there is no place he can hide. They all knew as they rode away, it's gonna be a long, hard ride. They're chasing the ghost of an outlaw. Some folks say they'll never find. They all knew well, man, they'll chase him like hell and catch him at the end of the line. All right, that was a mighty fine tambourine playing, Mr. Frank.
Thanks, I do what I can.
Mr. Tambourine Frank. It's bigger cat.
I'd just like to say, if you'd like to give to Ray's cause, the Venmo tip jar and the PayPal link are scrolling across the screen throughout the entirety of tonight's broadcast. Give it up for Ray, man. Wrote some really great songs here. Oh, welcome back.
We are back indeed.
So, Dan, How'd you feel about Big Chips?
I mean, they're just like any kind of chips. You know, if it's too big, I break them in half and use, just half at a time. Or I've never had chips I've had to break in, smaller increments than halves.
What do you think about pickle chips?
Now, are you referring to like pickle chips as in like what would typically go on a hamburger in a traditional?
Not bread and butter.
Like, are you talking like pickle flavored like tater chips?
Oh wow, man, that's duplicity. I was talking about the kind you put on a hamburger, the dill pickle. Like,
I like
they're
them.
called pickle chips.
You remember when we had that barbecue the other day? I had a jar of them in the
That could be
in the
any
fridge.
day, man, with us.
It was like those deli pickle chips.
I think they're pretty good. Now, dill pickle chips, like the Lay's dill pickle chips, those are, I don't like them. I'm not into it.
I mean, they're as good as any of the other wacky flavors that make it. No, you guys can talk too. Don't let us.
Yeah, we're just talking.
I'm just waiting to hear what you guys have to say about pickles and pickled flavored foods because I'm going to judge you. So.
Wisely best.
We got a judgmental one here.
You guys.
Oh, you flipped it on us.
Yeah, flipped it on you. Yep.
So you got, if you're gonna get interviewed,
shout out Grillo's Pickles.
They start interviewing by questioning you. They start questioning you, and then you flip it on them, and you start asking them questions. How many credit cards you got?
That's
Why you
like-
got so many credit
Hello,
cards?
That's just
lady.
that's some Confucius shit,
How much
man.
do you make a year?
That's the oldest trick in the book.
The old flipperooski. Now let's get to know the act tonight, which pun intended, is named Big Chips, and that's how this whole fiasco started.
All right, what you got, man? You're gonna interview us.
hard,
You're
heavy or
gonna
go
interview us.
Here's one for you. I am sort of a tortilla chip connoisseur. So, first fun fact for you, I would like to tell you that for every 4 chips you eat, that's a 1 whole tortilla. So if you eat 100 chips, that's 25 tortillas.
I eat 25 tortillas pretty
I eat
regularly.
25
I don't
tortillas,
think
no
that's-
problem. Yeah.
I don't think that's that. Yeah, that pretty much is NBD.
But,
now I'm
makes
a
you-
corn tortilla man.
No big deal.
I'm a corn tortilla man.
Yeah, me too. All
I
day.
get into the flour.
I don't like that flour either. No.
I like the cilantro.
I've been to Mexico. I was not served a flour tortilla one time.
We do not discriminate on tortilla chips. Either or.
No gluten, blueberry says.
No, it's gonna be all right. Well, to each his own. I guess.
No, she
at that
said
point.
no gluten. Now, young lady, how do you feel about Glorbins? Gluten's bad, but how do you feel about Glorbins?
Those are okay. Those are okay.
Glorvins.
That's it. That's all you have to say.
If y'all didn't catch
They're
that,
glorious.
she likes whatever it is we're talking about.
The glutens and the Glorbins, you got to watch out for the Glorbins. They'll get you. One time,
The hemoglobins?
my sister got knocked out
One
by
time
the
my
Glorbins.
hemoglobin count wasn't, just so.
Your hemoglobin count is terrible.
Glorburn, Gurkin, work 'em down.
Yeah, I shorted out on that one. So, anyway,
Yeah, get
oh
back to
shit,
this
we're
guy.
live.
Let's get back to this guy.
Oh, hey
All right,
guys.
so Big Chips, we got him on the program.
Welcome to Play Something Good.
So we got big. Yeah, let's take this again. All right. Ready? Everybody, still serious. Serious face.
Legend.
3,
Wait for
2.
it.
1, action.
No, you don't say 2 or 1.
3,
3.
0, 0, action.
Welcome to Play Something Good.
All right, we're your hosts, Dan McCassin and Frank Grimaldi.
Hi, I'm Frank Romaldi. This week's musical guest was Big Chips. Now, Big Chips, do you have a real name or do you just go by stage name like Prince?
No, I was born like that. BIGCHIPS. 1 word.
That's hot.
Yeah.
How long you been rapping? Since you came out the womb?
Since
or?
I came out the womb, man. Rapping since I was 2. No, for real though. Real talk, as they say. No, I just I've been
What
like
do you mean they?
in bands. My as all the kids say. No, I've been in bands and done more of the rock thing pretty much my whole life. Started out playing acoustic gigs at LA Cafe down the road, and then I don't know. Last year with this whole pandemic thing and everything, it was hard to meet up with the guys. I'm in a band with this guy actually called Nothing Gold, more of a totally opposite end of the spectrum here. So
No fault of my own.
yeah, it's not his fault per se that we haven't jammed. It's more of the coronavirus.
I'm feeling a little tension here.
Yeah, no.
So
I'm just feeling a little tension.
No, it's not that. I'm just trying to explain the origin of the Big Chips project, which is just basically, I mean, I've never really been into hip hop much or rap or anything, and I think the new age hip hop rap era kind of blows, to be honest. But I was bored, and I couldn't really do anything with my band because of all this nonsense, and so I was just like, well, what can I do by myself that I don't have to, rely on for anybody else? So I just started, writing hip hop raps and stuff like that. So
When we get off air, I'll tell you some other things you can do by yourself that are fun.
I anticipate
So
that.
Blue Chips isn't really your like birth given name.
No, man, but blue
It's not
chips
blue
are
chip.
good though. Blue
Nobody
chips
likes
are good.
blue
I
chips.
like blue chips. I like
They're
all
not
kind of
that
chips.
great.
I'm blue.
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah,
blue will
she's
do.
blue.
All right, so that's obviously not like your real name or whatever, right?
No. My name is Anthony. That's my birth name.
Anthony.
But people call me AJ.
AJ.
My
right.
fiance actually
Ever
calls me
Tony.
Anthony, but she's the only one.
Yeah, you ever go Tony or Antonio?
If you call me Tony, I'm not gonna answer you because I don't like that name.
What about just Tone?
I
What,
just
what
don't like
about?
it on me.
Yeah,
Tone.
Tone.
I actually
Go
have
back
a
to, like,
friend named
let-
Antonio. We call him Big Tone.
Oh,
Shout out Big Tone.
Tone.
T?
What up, Big Tone?
Yeah,
What,
shout
Big
out
Tone?
Big Tone. He's in a band called Mammon. Boom, plug. 3 plugs.
No,
1 minute.
Yeah, three. Oh, speaking of plugs, man, if there are any porta potties out there, porta potty owner people, if y'all know people that own porta potties, and you'd like us to, shout out and put a plug on your show, and put a plug on our show for you.
Yeah, it would be the other way. I don't know why we're just going down the toilet, man. Is that what it is?
I mean,
We're circling the drain. Now, Dan,
I did have a question. I had a real quick. Go ahead, though. No, you go
I
ahead.
was going to say something.
Proceed with the chlorophyll.
Okay, so Dan, I noticed that you were wearing an Angry Beavers hat. And that was a fantastic show. That was like the golden age of cartoons. And that's when I was a young boy.
I'm not even familiar with who these are. I just I seen the hat and I was like, man, that looks really
The
cool.
Angry Beavers trucker hat. It's fantastic. now can I want to go around the circle here and everybody say their favorite retro 90s cartoon that you'd watch in the morning. Mine's Ren and Stimpy.
I was gonna say that.
Mine's Ren and Stimpy. Let's go around here. Let's go to Mr. Justin Pitcher here.
I'm gonna go with just Our Real Monsters, just off the riff.
Was
off
good.
the riff.
Yeah, yep. I liked Hey Arnold and Doug. Yeah.
Rocco's Modern Life. What up?
Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Shout out to Mrs. Bighead. Shout out to Mrs. Bighead.
Oh, Rocco, it's your mother, dear. Oh, Rocco. Oh, you're so strong and muscly.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
She's like the Fran Drescher of cartoons.
So I did have a question.
Shout out Fran Drescher.
Yeah, Fran. My question was, so you have a real name, and then
I do.
Was it Big Chips is the rap name?
Yep, Big Chips. Yep.
Now,
Just 'cause I love chips,
do you
it's not a
play
poker thing.
you did I hear you right? You play real music also?
Real music.
Ooh, Zingerman's Deli.
Oh, yeah,
Is
no.
that- well, I seen the guitar.
I know
y'all were
what you
talking
mean.
about
I know what
another
you mean.
band and everything.
Yep. Yeah, I do play real music also. I don't have to get offended because I do play that kind of music.
Well, I used to
too, so-
rap, dude. It's all good.
Oh,
man.
well, then, yeah, we're 2 peas in a pod.
See those chains?
Like peas and carrots. Oh, shoot. You got the bling. I didn't even bring my bling.
Yeah, those are fake.
'Cause I don't have none.
Unbeknownst to
Sold
you,
that. Couldn't make
that's
rent.
costume jewelry. I know it looks and smells real.
Yeah.
See, you know what I'm
Must
saying?
be October. You walking around in a costume.
Anybody who really feeling the struggle ain't really sporting this, and that's what you was talking about earlier with
the
like
stimmy is stimming.
this
Some
new
stimulus chains.
this new age of rap music is just about what kind of car and what kind of chains and
Yeah, bling bling booty.
yeah, it's all this crazy.
street cred.
I mean, what happened to Pac,
Stuff.
man? Rap died with Pac. I'm gonna go on the record and say rap died with Tupac.
Shit. Shoot.
And it
I
was
mean,
reborn.
until Blue Chip. I mean,
Reborn
and
with
now
Big
it's
Chips.
now it's
Big
on.
Chips. Big Chips.
Big Chips.
Blue Chips would be like that's her, I think. That's
Yeah,
Blue
if
Chips.
Blueberry ate some chips, they would be blue chips.
Big Chips is bringing rap back. He's
Bringing it back.
he's injecting. He's
Bringing
gonna
it back.
try to abolish all the garbage that
Mumble
we're
rap.
hearing.
Yeah,
I
mumble
mean, it
rap
don't
is
even make
just
sense.
so
I
hard
mean,
to-
because you can have some tattoos on your face and rat on people like you're a rapper or something.
It's
I'm
not even
sorry.
about anything real, you know? Like they
No.
don't rap about anything real. Like like when I rap, like my songs are basically just stories, and some of them are just concept stories. They have nothing to do with me, but I just kind of thought of it, and I was like, oh, that'd be a good story, I guess.
Who are some of your biggest inspirations in terms of rappers?
For
Yeah,
rap?
yeah.
Oh, I like Mac Miller. I really like NF. NF is he's like a clean rapper, but he's kind of like what I do. He tells a story. It's all about something real, and he kind of like makes himself vulnerable, so to speak.
Will Smith was also a clean rapper.
Will Smith is literally probably my top favorite rapper of all time. Like I don't know how many times I listened to Millennium when I was a kid. Like
he did. You may not remember it, but he did have to swear in his raps.
Will Smith don't got to cuss in his rap to sell records.
Yeah, but he did actually
Well,
swear.
I do,
He
so
says
fuck you.
he does say F word one time. I seen. Or I
The
didn't
F
see it. He
word.
does say the F word one time, and he says,
would Carlton
he says
think?
damn. I know.
Well, were any y'all else like 5-6 years old in the back of a pickup truck with like a little bed, like a bed made of blankets? See, you're thinking Welcome to Miami. I'm going back, I'm just wondering if you can remember sitting there with a Walkman, cassette Walkman,
Willie style.
on listening to "You Saw My Blinker." It's the B word right there. It's the BITC.
He sunk that low.
Yeah, but he says
Saw my
it.
blinker biscuit.
He says it for real. Like I guess I can say it because it's it's a female dog. Like I mean I say it in one of my country songs, so why can't he say it in his rap? But I don't think he's referring to bitch in the context of a female dog. It may be a different context, which would be less appropriate for someone who is so clean. But he was a little edgy in the 80s, man, in the 90s or whatever, early 90s.
It's still like it's mostly. Clean,
I don't recall the song.
Yeah, I don't neither. I don't
There is-
remember
it's-
the continuity
There
or the
I don't know which song exactly
any
that
sort
is.
of influence or whatever the case may be.
DJ Jazzy Jeff, man, like back in that era.
Yeah.
Like that was real. They used to rap before the program, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah.
Dude, I just
they did
rewatched the whole series, Fresh Prince.
The entire.
Well,
The
he used to
entire
be
series.
actually his rap thing was Fresh Prince, wasn't it? Like before,
Yeah,
it was Will Smith. Yeah, it was
Yep.
Fresh Prince with him and Jazzy Jeff. Yeah.
That was his rap name,
Yeah.
and then
They
he
had
did
that one song with the I Dream
of
of Jeannie theme song in
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Bring it all back. I mean, it's just you and I.
So anyway, you got some new songs here. Are you gonna put out a record here soon?
Yeah, I played about 5 new songs I think tonight. You can differentiate them by just separating the ones that are like super sad and sappy from the ones that are kind of like more like okay, I'm okay with life.
What's your writing style like?
My writing
with your other music.
I write mostly in iambic pentameter.
Okay, like Shakespeare.
No, just kidding. No,
Stutter step. I get it.
Yeah, just kind of, I'm just always constantly writing. I write most of the stuff like at work or like if I'm, like standing at the urinal, like in one of my songs. It just like if I think of something, I'll put it in my notes and in my phone, because I'll definitely forget it if I don't. And I just, I don't know, I just kind of put together a story and I listen to beats just like all day. Sometimes my buddy Matt Hutchings. He does a lot of the beats on the first record. He did all the beats on the first record. He also recorded our band's first record, and then now I'm messing with a dude named Dave G. He makes more of the instrumental beats you've been hearing like on all the new stuff. He's a really really talented musician, and all those instruments you hear on those songs are actually him playing the instruments.
Yeah, you had some. I thought they were really cool instrumental tracks. I guess the kids call them beats nowadays.
Yeah,
you had some cool beats.
More natural stuff, like I like that's like one thing about like Mac Miller and stuff. That's why that's why he's one of kind of my influences, because a lot of his beats are the same way. They're like more like natural drums, natural instruments and stuff, and I like that.
Are you East Side or West Side?
I'm North Side, man.
He's wearing red, dude. He's blood all day.
I'm North Side.
Oh, some people are just naturally born Crips.
Yeah, I'm both. I'm Crips and blood.
He's perpin.
He's purple.
Perpin.
Yeah,
Latin
Perpin.
King.
Yeah,
Perpin, man.
Your Latin Kings are purple.
Perpin with the glorbin.
Yeah, he's south.
Perpin with the hemoglobin.
Yeah, with the heme.
You freestyle at all? You ever like go?
I actually do, is what I would say if I did, but I don't. No, I don't. I don't freestyle at all.
So if
I
we
wish I
if we
could.
beatboxed right now, you would.
You could beatbox if you wanted to make a complete fool of me.
I can't beatbox, so I would be all the way around.
Well, yo, my name is Tiger. I ain't a good fighter. I play lots of golf. I retire early. I eat lots of food. I get fat on my sofa. Watching a whole lot of Oprah. That's it. That's all I got. Cars. Bars. Playing guitar. Nah, freestyle's not my thing. So this next segment of the interview.
You know, I have more respect for somebody that will give it an effort out of nowhere than yeah. And so that was amazing. So that says that says a lot about your character, man.
You know who can freestyle to death? Is
this guy
Shia
right here?
LaBeouf, man. Shia LaBeouf can freestyle to death. Yeah, he kills it, man. There's this what's that one the 5 Fingers of Death or something that
5 Finger Death Punch?
It's that free. No, it's 5 something of death. It's like a freestyle show, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a radio show. You know, it's kind of like a podcast or whatever like this.
It's like the same difference of you're what's the guy with the slow what the hell is it?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
No.
This is going nowhere. The 5 Finger Death Punch.
The whole class is now stupider having heard that.
Look that up, but don't look up those exact words. And just look up Shia LaBeouf freestyle, and he shout out Shia. He freestyles to death, you know. CeeLo Green.
CeeLo Green.
No, CeeLo, the guy that
It's a no for me, dog.
Skill like I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. Girl, if I did, I would call her. I wish I had a rabbit in a hat and a bat and a 6'4" Impala.
It's like 109 in New York or something like that, right?
So we're calling New York now?
Yeah, shout out New York.
So with the beats, do you have any influence on the beats, or is it just something where he just hands you beats and you start writing to them? Or
I mean, it's different between every era of Big Chips. When I first started out, it was like my buddy Matt just kind of had this arsenal of stuff in his computer, and he'd play something, and I'd be like, that's garbage. And then he'd play something else, and I'd be like, that's pretty good, but I don't want to rap to it. And then he'd play to something else, and I'd be like, well, that's fire. You know, I'd be like, Matt, give me this beat right now. How much do you want for it?
I'm a little biased.
And yeah,
tad biased. I mean, this is the guy that also produced Seasonal Depression out now.
Seasonal Deprivation.
Out now. Nothing Gold. All that good stuff. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, the guy.
He's a good dude.
Yeah. And then he has all this. A record. A metal band, and then I'll record a hip hop band. Oh, and I have some material for your hip hop group. I mean, that's
he's basically
invaluable. I mean, and sometimes when you're in the studio and you're like, I'm at a crossroads and I don't know. I'm at a roadblock. I don't.
He'll figure it out.
Inspirationally wise, I don't know where to go.
He's a good pre-production man. He's a good intro production man. He's the guy who records all my chip hop stuff too.
A great producer, the number one that you trust.
Yeah,
can help
really,
you through things that's worth gold.
Exactly. Yep. It's rare for sure. So that's why I've been sticking with Matt for a while. But Dave G, I do trust Dave G too. But Dave G, basically the way Dave G works with beats and such is I basically find a song, wherever on Spotify, whatever inspiration, and I'll send him this song and be like, I want you to make me a beat that has like the same kind of feel to it, like the same kind of atmosphere. It doesn't sound anything like the song. I'm not trying to get a rip off of that song, but I'll send them.
You want to feel that vibe, that put you in that that place, that headspace,
exactly.
that
basically however, listen to this song, however you feel. Make a song that feels like that, and I'm always impressed. I've never been let down by his beats. It's really cool. Dave G, excellent dude. Good
Shout out to Dave G.
Yep,
good price on beats. Hey, Dave G. We'll be hollering at you for some beats. Me and Frank are gonna be starting a rap group pretty soon. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot.
Here we go. It's the jump off.
We got the
jump off.
We're gonna rap something good.
We got the Wa-Town Clan.
Y'all heard of the Fat Boys back in the day? Well, we the Fat Boys Part 2. No, but for real, really though. All joking aside and everything, what we were just talking about leads me to wonder, like, if you guys were on tour and let's say you caught wind of, didn't really like realize it, but you caught wind that at night, like on a tour bus kind of things, you're taking a nap or something, exhausted, and he's like putting like women's clothes on you and just spooning you.
Just something I would do.
He's like pretending you're a woman. Like, would that be like gay to you or like bother you at all? Or like, I mean, because he'd be pretending you're a woman. You've got to keep that aspect of it in mind.
No comment.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yikes.
I don't think it would be. I don't think there'd be any problem with it because he's pretending that you're a woman. So I mean, obviously,
it's just kind of disturbing to think that I would need to put on women's clothes on him to cuddle with him.
Wait, I think it was I thought it was the other way around. Which one's dressing who?
Well,
Am I the big spoon or the little spoon?
Well,
Wait, I'm in this conversation.
I could see like during
It just took a turn.
I could see during nocturnal hours like you being the little spoon in this particular scenario.
He would definitely be the little spoon. For
he would. Well, in real life,
he's definitely a little spoon.
When everybody's awake, I agree.
No.
When everybody's awake, he would be little spoon. But like when you're asleep and you have no knowledge or control over what's happening because
can I be the little spoon for
as
a
I
second?
aforementioned, well, it's not. I wouldn't envision.
It's hypothetical.
It's completely hypothetical.
It's hypothermia.
There are no
whatever you
accusations.
think.
Zero accusations being tossed out here. I'd like to clarify that. I'm not making accusations at all.
So anyway,
I have a fiance, a very hot fiance. She's awesome.
So do I.
I don't see what that
She's a
has to do
woman.
with the last segment of the show. I don't have a yeah. So anyway, all that aside, with all that being said, I just want to get back to the point of, the fact of the matter is that
Let's talk about the music.
if you wanted to wear women's clothing, no, I'm just kidding.
It's fine. It's totally fine. It's 2021. I mean, do what you do.
I didn't say there was
I should
anything
have wore
wrong with it.
my skinny jeans.
I just
for you
was.
guys. These are some really normal jeans. You know what I mean?
Now let's segue right into stage costumes.
Okay.
Now, if you were on a large tour,
A banana.
and you could dress, you would go with a banana.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
was gonna
Shout out
ask
Justin
you,
Warrior as the old OG banana.
So you would dress as a banana. What would the rest
Oh, yeah.
of the crew dress as on stage?
A hammock.
Like a, I don't know. For me, like a walnut, perhaps.
We're doing food.
They look like brains. So
Hang brains on a banana.
do you go out and do this live? Have you done this in front of crowds of people?
Do what? Hip hop?
The music. We're talking about music
No,
here.
this is the first time I've ever done it ever.
You guys ever think about choreographed
live on a
moves,
stage?
like dance
yeah,
moves?
no, like live period at all.
Really?
Anywhere. This little 6-inch stage right here is the first stage I've ever been on as far as hip hop. That's why
It's a little cold in here, but yeah.
Oh,
zinger. But is it something you would do? I mean, is it like something you're pushing
Yeah,
towards? You want
would
to go
do,
out
could do, should do. Yeah, I want to do all that.
We'll get some.
Yeah.
Let's get you some dates, man.
Yeah, let's get a date. Well,
get
you
you
know,
on
like I have
tour.
a fiance, but
Why does it always go back to women's clothing with you?
going back to Will Smith and that you saw my Blinker Bitch song. I think what he's he's not really saying it like I was saying earlier. It's not in like a dog or animal world type of way. It's more in like a Dice Clay kind of way, like
Dice Clay.
Yeah, Andrew Dice Clay. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet.
I thought you were talking about like that,
Eating her cuds
that
and whey.
ASMR stuff where they like cut soap and turn up the mic really high.
I don't
and
understand that.
Along up beside her,
you're cutting
sat
up
down
clay,
a
you're
spider.
Soap.
I don't understand the ASMR. I don't.
He said, "Hey, what's in the bowl, bitch?
What's in the box?
Oh, Dice
What's
Man.
in the box?
So now that being said,
Oh no.
now with all that being said,
Without further ado,
Rip Torn.
Let's do Jessica Walters. All right, R.I.P.
Are we playing bomb?
Do you guys? No, it anybody up here do a good impersonation? Anybody you want?
He was doing that.
Wow. Wow.
That was that wild on the recorded track.
Could you do an impersonation of Aaron Neville?
If I knew who he was, I could definitely.
While holding like a ventriloquist doll and not moving your mouth.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
There's a fellow out there that can do that.
Now, AJ, you're a multi-talented man.
Thank you, Frank.
There we go.
I know that you run a small side business making sharp objects.
I do indeed.
Out
yes.
of a warehouse or maybe even a factory in your own garage, correct?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Do you have a
yeah.
name of your company, and how could I purchase one of your knives?
Lately I've been doing a lot of commissions. As Frank said, I do. I'm talking to you, so I don't have to say that. But
Talk to the people at home.
So to the people at home, yes, as Frank just mentioned, I do have a small business. I do like bladesmithing, blacksmithing. I make forged knives. It's not a big deal, but it's just like a side thing. And there's not really. I mean, you can't. I do have an Etsy called Forged in Michigan, and I basically haven't been able to get much product on there, because everything I've been making lately is just commissions, and as soon as I post something, on any social media that I've made, it's just gone right away. So there's not you can get a hold of me directly, via.
Wanted to buy a knife multiple times, but every time it happens is that they're gone, and then they also cost money, and I don't have any money.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
To be real honest.
Make it to you, the consumer, with no money.
We market to consumers with no money. No, money down. You got to put some, he offers trade solutions. I was going to go back to the women's clothing thing, but I'm not going to do it.
No money down, as long as you have 50% down.
So
3 to 4 weeks turnaround.
I'm wondering, with your knives, do you just kind of like make something like you'll have a vision or something, or just something that you're working on, and it's sort of like an artistic creation, and then you will sell that, or do you ever like take like a custom order and try to take what's inside somebody else's mind and recreate it through your forgery?
Yeah. So
I may have misused that word out
forgery.
there.
I'm not signing any fake checks, but I am.
I didn't mean to make any more accusations.
So no, basically that's what I've been doing pretty much exclusively lately, is just commissions. Somebody will approach me on Messenger or whatever, and they'll say, I want this knife. And, they'll basically give me a rough idea of what they want, and then they'll usually tell me just to go with it, kind of like a freestyle, and I'll make it, and they're always happy with it, luckily.
Could you make nunchucks out of steel?
I mean, I could. I don't know.
What about the Chinese ninja stars?
Oh yeah,
Asian American star. Whatever the preferred nomenclature whatever the preferred nomenclature for the stars that you throw that are sharp.
Man, Megan would know. It's like Cooney or something, or I don't know, man. I just call them ninja stars.
Oh, I just saw a video. You made a throwing axe.
Oh yeah, I've been way into tomahawks right now. Yeah, I made that one for my son's birthday.
So he wants me to design the next one, and I'm like, well, it's going to have a much longer blade, and it's going to have almost like a very intuitive handle to it, right?
Should be called Kalijah
It's gonna
tomahawks.
have like a almost an intuitive circle to it. But
are we talking like
implied,
weight and
right?
balanced and everything? So it will like
exactly. Right.
Yeah. There was a video of
centrifugal force, perpetual motion.
Anthony's son
G-force.
throwing it in a log, and he nailed it like 2 times. Like,
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he whips the.
Are you singing Shania Twain over there? Well,
Let's go,
a rapper singing Shania Twain right now.
I'll do the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've heard it all.
Now we like to take a second and have you plug another local artist that you think is worth a mention, and maybe that would come on in the show. It doesn't have to be someone too local, but somebody unsigned and accessible.
I would say.
I'll take the mic here, AJ.
Red Van Fleet. Come on.
So I'm going to take the mic here, and a group that I've been actually working with quite a bit here is my good buddies. You may recall the majority of them from riding shotgun back from Kettering High School days. Yeah, I'm taking it back. And
What year are we talking? What kind of graduating year?
07 graduating class. Yes, correct. So right back in the mix, right? We focus on a lot of originals with, the rock 90s mix. We're looking at 90s 2000 mix for your perfect event, right? Because it's what we know. It's our bread and butter, right? And for the originals, it gets you a little mix. It gets you all the good stuff, right? So that's and where those odds. There is literally zero internet presence at this point. However, there will be the next time you see us. I guarantee it.
Was New Kids on the Block a big influence for you?
Oh, you can get them in here.
I don't think so.
I just meant in terms of influence, but we are plugging local bands right now, so.
So
you got
those odds will be around. I think if I'm too presumptuous, Nothing Gold would like to do a little dabble.
Yeah, Nothing Gold would definitely be down.
What about Master P?
Yeah, Master P.
We know that guy exclusively.
Yeah.
I got a no limit medallion there. Y'all see that? Are y'all too young to remember Master P? No Limit Records. Yeah, I'm the colonel of these. I can't even rap like a line of that without getting crazy.
Your other band is called Nothing Gold.
Nothing Gold.
Please tell me you have a record called Pony Boy or something of the sort.
That's the next record, but no, we don't.
Shut up! Are you serious?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's
Is it in the can or what?
Yeah, it's definitely in the can. We're just kind of.
Dude, look me in the eyes and tell me you're not lying to me. Because if it's called Pony Boy, it's going platinum, maybe triple platinum.
Triple P.
That's a good one. Yeah, no, I don't know. We'll have to discuss
Nothing Gold.
it as man.
Or
Gold, Pony Boy.
Can Stay, but that's lame.
That's
or
lame.
Do It for Johnny. I don't know if you're familiar with the novel.
Now that one song you did, the third song that you did was like the Kent was the Kent State tragedy part of what you were thinking about when you wrote that at all? That's kind of the vibe I was sort of feeling.
I was more thinking of the man. I really don't want to get into a bunch of politics here, but
what's the name of the third song? And tell us how you came through.
The third song. Are you talking about?
No, maybe it was the first or second. Maybe it was the second.
I think you're
song.
talking about the second song.
Was it about what's kind of going on right now, like social climate and things like that?
It was more going on. It was more talking about what was going on last year. Just kind of.
Yeah, that's the one.
It was a mess, man. I started writing that song right when the
Twin Towers.
Nope. A little after that,
Where were you?
moving slightly right towards the timeline. I started writing that when George Floyd happened, and.
Are we talking 2020, like Anno Domini?
2020, man. Yeah,
like
prime
Common Era?
2020, where it all started and nothing really made any sense. And, it was just kind of, everybody was writing about the same thing at that time. Everybody was. I mean, if you didn't write something about that, then you must have been just sleeping the whole year.
I heard people writing songs like still about, never mind. I agree with you.
I have a lot to say, but I can only say it through song, really, because I don't want to, no matter what, you're always going to offend somebody.
Well, I think that
that's
music's a
wise.
great way to broach tough subjects and tough situations in almost like a stand-up
It's like stand-up comedy, yeah.
is
it's
kind
like,
of protected by their art,
Yep.
and music's the same way. You can say things maybe more bluntly, or you can say things in metaphor, and
Right.
people only people that are really paying attention and really listening and dissecting things are gonna pick out. But
Exactly. And if you say it not musically, if you have an opinion and you're not singing a melody, it's like you could be ostracized.
you should start a video series. Oh my God! You should start a video series where you say abrasive things, but you just sing a melody while you do it.
Because I'm singing. Yeah.
You should do that. You should have been doing that in between songs.
I know. I should have.
That would have been a great
I had
idea.
So much to say. Yeah.
Great segues.
It's the in between pickle. Yeah.
I think that
in between pickle.
art forms most certainly should be protected in that way. That you could say the most absurd thing, be it through song or comedy, and it's clearly absurd or whatever. I don't think that the limitation should be there. Or if it's maybe not even necessarily absurd, but if it's just not in a negative fashion and not an attack on someone.
Yeah.
Because though I do think it should be protected, if the difference in someone saying something that they think and someone of influence encouraging folks to do things that could negatively impact others, that would be, I guess, in my opinion, where the line would be on the protection of, free speech through art form or whatever.
Sounds like you're a libertarian of music.
Yeah,
Indeed.
music is like kind of like, in a way, it's like the last free dimension we have where we have rights to say what we want to say.
Freedom isn't free.
Last bastion of freedom.
Yeah, it is.
Freedom
yeah.
isn't free.
It's not.
Costs a heavy fee.
Heavy fucking fee. So where can we find the music we heard tonight on the internet and
If
maybe
you don't
even songs?
throw in
By the way,
your
I just want to
bucko
say
five, who
that
will?
track 6, I think it was called maybe Dreams, something of the sort.
Track 6 was
Treasures.
Treasure.
Treasures.
Yeah, the one
So-
we couldn't find.
So it was number 7.
Okay,
Or
yeah.
no, it was number 6. It was number 6. There was 2 number 7s. They were the same song title and the same timestamp. And when I clicked the first one,
I actually
it started
called it.
playing that.
I called it. That was going to happen.
Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry about that.
That's okay.
I can't believe that happened.
That's okay. What were you saying though?
Anyway, where can we find the music that you played tonight, and maybe other stuff that you've done? Do you have a website, Bandcamp, all that stuff?
So I haven't done anything on Bandcamp with Big Chips. It's mainly I have the one record out called "Guaranteed to Make Your Teeth Whiter," guaranteed to make your teeth look whiter. And that is on Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Music, all that. But a lot of the stuff I did tonight was all brand new, and that's why a lot of it was kind of shaky. But that's all new stuff. You can't find that anywhere until the next record, Double Dip, comes out.
When's it dropping, baby?
Hopefully this year.
I get it. It's a chip reference.
Yeah, Double Dip. I don't know if it's actually gonna.
Man,
Do
you know it. You love it.
because they ain't us
Do you ever think about sporting a grill?
all the time.
I think that
Shout
you
out
should,
Riff Raff.
you should go with it, man.
Just do a tinfoil.
At which point you are in a position
grill.
to procure a grill. I think that you should sport it. I really do.
I will. Next stimulus for sure. Definitely.
Stimmy number 4.
Yeah, the stimmiest.
Have you
stimmin'.
ever thought about
Stimmy
having
grill.
an air guitar player in your band?
We've had a couple tryouts, but nothing I really liked.
I know the Michigan
They're hard
State
to find around
air guitar champion. Actually, he might be from Wisconsin.
You know him personally?
But he's a regional champion, so it's not like I know him personally.
reigning champion?
I have a group chat with him in my phone. I have the video I can
What?
show you after the production is over.
I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna like to
now
see
here we're going back to a hypothetical.
Okay.
Going back to hypothetical. Let's say Big Chips hit like 100 million streams on Spotify and Apple Music.
That's definitely gonna happen.
What would you do with the royalty check of $3.07? What would you do with it?
Well, first of all, I would probably
We would go get Mexican food in which has chips.
You talking like poker chips?
No,
No.
I like the way you put emphasis on the word food.
Yeah, emphasis from the Renaissance
Mexican food.
fair. Mexican food.
And it will have tortilla chips.
Tortillas.
Yeah, because 2 L's is like a Y, kind of.
It basically, yeah.
It's like yogging. Soft J.
Yep.
There's emphasis on the syllable.
Emphasis.
Wrong emphasis on the
Mi
wrong
amor, afuera de la
syllable.
cadena.
He knows
Sí.
the verbiage.
This is going crazy.
Yep.
Tell us about your drummer.
Drummer.
We have one somewhere.
No, we got one. Yep. Yeah, we have. So
Shout out. Let's do a shout out. Come on,
Shout
man.
out to his name's actually Travis.
Travis Barker.
Travis Erickson. He's our new drummer. Yeah, yep. He Joey Barris was drumming for us for a long time, and
That name's really familiar.
yeah, everybody knows Joey, man. Everybody knows. Yeah, Bowie Jarris.
Bowie Jarris.
Yep.
And the Spiders from Mars.
Yep, exactly. He's in a band now called Everything Evil.
Everything Evil.
Shout out Everything Evil. They would probably come on here and you'd have to reinforce the walls and
This
stuff.
show's
though.
called Play Something Good, and we don't do evil.
Ooh.
We don't do evil.
All right, we'll convince them.
No
to change
evil.
Their name.
Yeah, it's titular. I try to use the word titular as much as I can.
It's contingent as well on the titular.
Well, it's both the titular and title track.
Titular, yeah, exactly. Titular, I heard that in a cooking video, Binging with Babish.
Just don't use it abusively and or truculently.
Truculently.
Truculent.
I love the word truculent.
What does that even mean?
Back it up.
Truculent.
It
It's
means
like
exactly what you think it means.
Backing it up.
Like if you smashed a truck through somebody's house, that'd be like that'd be a
It'd be a very
truculent.
truculent
Be a
thing to do.
truculent action.
classic truculent move right there.
Oh no, Kool-Aid man.
Oh no!
Oh
You better fix that hole in my wall before my dad gets home. He's not gonna believe a giant talking bowl of fruit punch came in my living room.
Did you know people hated Dane Cook?
Yeah, because he stole jokes.
Even the Kool-Aid joke, I bet.
Probably.
Just another
I won't steal it no more.
Carlos Mencia stuff.
Yeah, no, true. We don't mention.
Remember
him.
when Dane Cook was like the man?
Yeah, Dane
though?
Cook
No,
was
I
the
don't
man.
ever remember
He
that.
was like
Ruled the world.
he was like he came out like right at the iPod or
We
the
were in
iPod
like 7th
era.
grade. It was
yeah.
like 2002
But that's
or
what
something.
you had him on your iPod, like when they had. Yeah.
I watched
like
like
Dane
in that same era. I was just like kind of getting to like
Vicious Circle, wasn't that?
legal drinking
in the round,
age,
yeah.
in the round in which
or maybe a little before that. Maybe I just thought I was at the. Anyway, you're in seventh grade, whatever. I remember like people that I knew liking Dane Cook. Not very many of them, but like there were a couple. And I watched like 4 or 5 Dane Cook videos, like really trying to get. I'm like, all right, man. Like I'm gonna stumble onto his genius at some point here, and it just never happened.
Never caught, huh?
No.
You know, everybody thinks they have a sense of humor, but most people don't. And I'd say that if you didn't like Dane Cook in the late 90s, early 2000s, that, man, you just don't get it. It's not that he's not funny. You just don't get it.
Yeah, you just don't get it, and you can't watch stuff from then now too because it doesn't. It's like Ralphie May.
it doesn't
I'm
hit.
not gonna argue.
It's like kind of like
I seen
it doesn't- it
Ralphie
doesn't
May
hit.
live. Ralphie is funny, man. Was funny.
Yeah,
God,
he was
God rest
hilarious. But if you watch the stuff now, it's
God
like
rest your
you're
soul,
not
Ralphie.
you're not in the context. You
It's
know what
still
I mean?
funny, dude.
It is still funny. That was a bad
it's
example.
I mean, that's stuff that like. I mean, I got no problem saying lots of stuff, man. But
Robin Williams.
some
Robin
of Ralphie's
Williams.
stuff, man, I
Robin
don't think I
Williams.
could get away with. He had a moxie.
Timeless humor, though.
I love Robin Williams. Like he's one of my all-time favorite comedians, all-time favorite actors. But
You loved
I'll
him
be
more than he loved
honest,
himself.
Yeah.
That was bad. I love you, Robin. I had to take the opportunity
Captain,
in
my Captain.
honor of you.
But,
I'm sorry.
I was watching some of his live stuff the other day though, and I didn't laugh one time, and I was like, "Are you serious? I'm not laughing right now." Like I just didn't. A lot of it I didn't get. A lot of it was just like it must have just been the time.
I think a lot of his stuff you had to be in the room.
Yeah.
He was like a really physical
Yeah,
comedian.
true.
I watched the documentary about his life on like HBO probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, and like it was just it's a sad story, and how happy-go-lucky he was. It was just so sad. Like you could tell that when he was not in public eye, he just shut down completely. And,
What the face of depression looks like, right? You're like, this guy is literally giving it its all, and that's it. Like that's all he can have. And then when you confine yourself to your own personal space and your own fucking hell was essentially what it is, right? You're trapped with yourself. Like that's it, and that's where you have, and there's nothing else to vocalize. Right?
There's actually a line in one of the song that I did with him. Actually, it was there's a line in that song that is actually inspired directly by Robin Williams, and it was it's basically what he just said. I know I'm acting fine, laughing ecstatically, cracking jokes, provoking smiles, but in my mind, I'm hanging up all of these issues in my closet by my necktie, and that's basically that was basically actually inspired by Robin Williams and people like Robin Williams, because that's kind of what I identified with at the time is, everybody thought I was, this funny, outgoing, guy who just didn't have any problems in the world, and I felt like I've grown accustomed to just putting on a face and pretending that everything's okay, and at least during this time of my life, I've shaped up a lot more since writing that song.
Hey,
but
man. Get in there. I feel you. Yep. I feel you. Some love. I give this guy some love too.
Hey, how about that? Thank you. Thank you for helping. Thank you for hosting. Thank you for hosting.
No, Robin Williams was magical, and I did make that joke, and I think if he were here right now, there would have been at least an aspect of him, the comedian aspect, who would have appreciated that I took that opportunity. But having said that, we're kind of on a subject right now that in all reality, as much as I'm joking around and messing around, needs to be taken incredibly seriously out there. And I don't know how we got onto this, but I feel the need to say it, so hopefully nobody out there minds. If you know people in your life that do really try to be funny and go out of their way to make your life more enjoyable, and even to, like, sometimes you may not understand why or whatever, keep an eye on that person, because they may have some things going on that you'd never understand, you'd never believe that was coming out of that person, behind closed doors, because of their persona and everything. So you never know what's going on with people, and if you have people like that in your life, make sure to really show them your love and support, and let them know how important they are to you, and what a difference and an impact that they make on your life, because nobody knows what struggles anybody else is going through.
And they won't tell you. They won't come out and ask for help either, like
it's hard. It's hard.
Yep.
Everybody goes through their own struggles, and it's my belief that just because someone's struggle is like less on a scale of potential struggles, if it's the worst struggle they've ever gone through, then it is every bit as significant to them at that time as a much seemingly larger struggle someone else is going through who has been conditioned to go through struggles. So it's all very relative, and something that might seem petty and you think, why is that person having that reaction to that? It may very well, if you try to see it from their perspective, be affecting them just as much as something larger would to you or whoever or whatever.
Yep.
Now, another funny thing. No, I just wanted to lighten the mood.
Yeah, I feel you.
Sorry about that, guys.
Back to reality.
That's a first in 13 episodes. I've never went there. So
we're kind of sad boys. If you didn't
segue, but I think this is an actual good segue here. You said yourself, in one of your songs, you always write these sad songs. You said two or three times, man, I got to stop writing all these sad songs. Have you written? Do you have a happy song?
I think Treasure is happy. Yeah, the Treasure, the one that we played a mistake.
Don't bring that up again. Leave me out of it, man.
That's a happy song. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, I got a couple. Either angry or happy. I don't usually write any sad stuff anymore. Most of that sad stuff was old. It was a time in my life. It was 2022. It was like, what the hell's happening?
Yeah, nobody knew what was going on.
Yeah, it was like,
everything
this
sucked.
is nuts. Yeah, everything sucked. So
some of your greatest, strongest energies, I believe, are they're very close to the most tragic feelings, like that the deepest of human emotion evokes like our greatest powers and energies, and unlocks potential that if we were just in the comfort zone and just very comfortable with everything, we would not have those artistic inspirations and the drive and passion and just you bring up
an excellent point. That is actually I've tried to explain this to so many people, and exactly what you're saying. Is that the reason I have written so many sad songs and so many angry songs is because that's when I feel inspired to write, is when I'm sad or angry. Or sometimes when I'm happy too, but
when you're content.
When I'm content, it's hard. I tell Megan this all the time, and that not to get too cheesy, but you make me too happy. I've been too happy the last years. I don't have any fuel to write any songs because I've been too happy. Like, could you ruin my life a little bit and give me another album? Like,
my baby loves me so good. My gas tank is full. I get paid a lot. That's a terrible song. I wouldn't listen to it. I like this blues music, but the lyrics are so sad. It's making me sad.
Well, you ever notice when like the craziest stuff is going on in the country, like the music is good? Like when there's like an undeniable stress on the social climate, then and it's like across the board. I mean, maybe I'm generalizing that too much, but I think of like, and I think Frank is of similar mind. I think of like the late '60s and just everything that was going on, all the changes. Obviously the Vietnam War, and That's all I have
Yeah,
to
I
say
mean, what
about
an
that.
era.
Yeah, I mean, the music was just
You say
groundbreaking.
changes?
Time to face.
No, I think so too. There's an undeniable. I'm not even drinking tonight. I'm stumbling over my own words. But there's undeniable. Yeah, I'm taking it in by osmosis. All the Jameson you guys are drinking. But there's undeniable climate of pressure, social pressure now, and it's very relatable to 60s and 70s and things that are going on. And I feel like it squeezes things out of people that normally wouldn't have happened, but also things that are going on and unfair things that are going on are putting us in a place that we've never been as a society. We've never been as connected as a society, which is kind of strange to think.
Yeah,
but
super
news
strange.
travels instantly, so we know of all these bad. If a bad thing happens, we know about it instantly, and everybody can talk about it, communally. And what you see is this divide, and then there's people in the middle just going, man, this is there any fixing in sight? Is there any hope in sight? And I think those are the people that are the creative people that are pushing out songs, maybe talking about one side or the other, or why you're right or why you're wrong. But I think all emotions and feelings and song ideas are valid. And if you're a creative type, you should paint or write or draw or sculpt or do anything that you think to release these emotions, because you got to get them out. You can't
don't let it slip.
You can't bottle it up.
Yeah, and it always evades you. It's like if you don't. Man, I feel like I'm like going to a very Eminem thing right now. But don't let it slip. You got to capture it.
You only got one
Capture the
shot,
moment.
right?
You only got one shot. Yeah.
One opportunity.
Dun.
Mom, spaghetti. Jinx.
I'm more of a farfalle kind of guy if we're talking noodle shapes and types.
Gnocchi.
You're a gnocchi
Potato
guy.
dumpling kind of thing.
Frank, how do you pronounce it?
Gnocchi?
Ganache.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was glad to hear. Do you have Italian heritage at all, Anthony?
I do not.
I just thought with a name like Anthony, maybe.
But when I was a kid, I did used to tell people I was Italian for some reason.
I mean, you can get away with it.
Because the Sopranos were on.
Yes, yeah, probably that, or maybe I was just like ashamed that I was like Syrian for some reason. I don't know why.
Every person, no matter
my
how.
dad wasn't around, and I thought that since he lived in Syria, I didn't like Syria. I just wanted to be Italian.
Oh man!
Or I really like pizza.
Yeah, do you like cereal?
I love cereal.
What's
That's
your
my
favorite
downfall.
kind on 3? 1, 2, 3.
Waffle Crunch.
Waffle Crunch?
Yeah, Waffle Crunch.
Have you ever tried Blue Waffle Crunch?
It's really old. I do not want to try Blue Waffle Crunch.
For more information on Blue Waffle Crunch, consult your local Google page.
Yeah, we're land the plane.
Land the plane.
Read the room, Frank.
No, we'll go back to what we were saying just a second ago.
About waffles?
No, just about how the social climate can impact like the music that's coming out and this and that sort of thing. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of tension in the social climate as of late. How do you explain things like Cardi B?
Ouch.
There's a lot of tension there.
It brings me. Indeed.
What do you mean explain?
Don't get me started on euthanasia.
I mean,
I could go all day. Euthanasia.
I mean, there's youth all over the place, man. I mean, it's not special or significant to Asia. I mean, It
was a Pineapple Express thing, just so everybody knows I wasn't going there.
There's youth literally like all over the world.
You must,
Sonic youth.
Yeah, I thought hurricane season was over.
I thought hurricane season.
No, I mean,
Cardi B. That's I don't like that music. I think it's kind of. I think it's kind of.
Yo.
Oh man, I don't even want to get started on this.
I make money moves.
I don't think kids should be seeing that. I don't think.
I agree.
That stuff should.
I agree completely.
I don't think that stuff should win awards.
I'm not sure that I want to see that. I really don't.
That we,
disgusting.
Certain things are getting silenced and burned, but then you have someone like Cardi B up on a stage singing songs like "Wet Ass Pussy" for any young viewer that wants to tune in.
Insane.
And she's being like, she's like a hero. she's like she wins an award for that. That
I love
that
the
doesn't
song.
I mean, that's cool, man,
That
and
doesn't make any sense.
and you're like entitled to love it.
No, I've only heard it one time, but one time Ben Shapiro read it, and that was pretty funny. that tickled me
Him
to death.
backpedaling out of that, people's comments there. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious.
That's insane. I gotta watch that.
I saw the Grammy performance. You know, it is what it is. I mean, it's just
It's just
so,
a strange
It's
time,
so
man.
cyclical. You know, everything happens the same way over and over and over again. It's like, oh my gosh, that person, they're so brash or brazen, and then somebody's gonna one up it, and that's just where we're at, you know, where we've been as a people for forever. It's just a one up. I can
it's
do
just-
you better, but it's like,
it's
why are
different
we?
now because everybody's comparing each other to each other because we're so connected in social media. So it's like there's no privacy. There's no like it's divided solidarity, and people are in their echo chambers, and you know they just have like, you know, my group of friends is all going to say the same thing, your group of friends is all going to say the same thing. We're friends, but we're not really friends because you don't believe what I believe. And it's just like, it's nuts, man.
Yeah,
It's so
I know
crazy.
I know what you're saying
It's
on that.
so
People have, you know, just like-minded individuals all around them.
Yeah.
And you see so many things on social media over the last year, like, oh, I got rid of all these people because they vote this way, or I got rid of these people because they said such and such at dinner. And it's
Yeah.
like, that's your friends and your family, man, and that's that.
That's
Like, are
insane.
you really going to make are you going to define your whole life by politics? Or
people
you know,
are.
That's insane, man.
Every
That's
day
insane.
they are.
That's insane.
People get so extreme that I've never unfriended anyone ever because of their political beliefs. Now
You're just gonna have a bunch of zombies that are, you know, believe the same thing you
post
do.
something and everybody's like, "You're sure right."
Yeah, you're sure. You can post. You can post literally anything, and if somebody likes it, if it fits their agenda, they're like, "Oh, this is a fact. I'm reposting this." Like, nope.
it's insane the
You know,
perpetuation of
nuts, man.
insanity
It's crazy.
through
It's a
social
weird-
media.
It's a weird time.
Politics is the topic.
No.
Well, we're skirting around
yeah, we're-
actually talking about
Yeah.
politics.
So anyway, my non-committal answer to that question is no. I think we've done all we can here tonight. We solved a lot of world issues.
Yeah.
We had some world-class
We should
entertainment.
get Nobel Peace Prize.
There was two more points I wanted to make.
Sure.
One is like you were saying with is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Can be as bad as one. It's the loneliest number since the number one.
Ooh, pipes.
Number one. Anyway,
Frankie Pipes.
the first one is we were talking about the WAP song and that, which I'll not reiterate. It's foulness. If we go back in time a bit, you know, to some rock and rollers, you know, just not horribly long ago, but far enough back to show that, you know, things don't really progress that much crazy. I believe that there was a famous rock and roll person. I can't remember who it was. Maybe Ozzy or Zappa, some other guy I don't even know by name. Somebody ate feces, someone else's feces on stage.
G.G. Allen, yeah.
It was G.G. Allen.
Well, G.G. Allen wasn't mainstream, though.
Yeah, he didn't win
that's
any
true.
Grammys.
But there was a song that was wildly popular in the mid to late 70s called Cocaine. I mean, we're not pushing boundaries too far with popular music. It's just there's always just going to be, you know, the puritanical crowd that's going to go, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe they said that." And then the other side's going to go, "Oh yeah, well check this out." And then they get worse and it's like, "Well, what a spiral to zero that is." But you know, it's not for me. I don't really care. It doesn't affect me in any sort of way, I guess. But I'm not raising children, and I'm not telling anybody how to feel either. But it doesn't. I don't care. I also don't like the song. I'm not a fan of Cardi B.
It's just
I
like
don't
the,
care.
it's the fact that it's, you know, it's winning awards in the
Yes,
public eye.
yes.
I can make you a Grammy. $2. I can make you a Grammy. You want a Grammy?
I have you a Grammy here by tomorrow.
Yeah, can I
With
get
nail
that?
polish.
All right, can I get that for real though?
Grammys all
if
around.
I get a Grammy, I don't have to do this anymore. I can just move on to the next
Melt
project.
down those plastic chains. Make
Shout
you a
out
Grammy
to
tonight.
I'm doing a folk project next. Folk indie kind of.
Folks, you should go bluegrass.
Yeah, I want to do. Well, I want to have some pedal steel guitar, and you know, and then after that, I actually hate country. No offense, I'm sorry. I hate.
That's fine.
I hate the genre country. But I was thinking of doing a country album of all Limp Bizkit covers.
Okay,
Set
okay,
up
I'm
that
intrigued.
chainsaw,
You had-
no skin, yes, row.
That's
And then my day
conceptually
keeps
interesting.
going.
You had me intrigued, but now you have my attention, sir.
I did it all for the nookie. the nookie, so you can take that cookie and stick it up your ass.
Why would you say something so controversial yet so bold?
I did it all for the nookie. You can take the cookie.
It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked.
Everybody sucks. You don't really know why,
I'm
but
gonna
you want to
skin
justify.
your ass raw.
Break your freaking face and now
Talk about
give me
chains.
something to break. Oh, give me something to break.
I would do the same thing, but with Kid Rock.
Did we just start
blowing up
Like
the phone
pre-country
line.
Kid Rock.
Need to tighten that screw. It's been
Patent
loose
pending.
for a
Copyright
long
pending.
time.
Don't you can't steal
I've been
that.
slammed with some bad luck.
We're
Soon
called
I'm gonna
limp,
bring you
limp
doom
scone.
with the buck.
Limp pancake.
How about rigid
Rigid biscuit.
scone?
I like it.
What's your breakfast pastry of choice?
Rigid biscotti.
I would have to. I don't like scones, by the way.
I don't really like them either.
What about
They're dry and
biscotti? Dipped in
flavors.
chocolate covered?
Chocolate covered. Oh, pastry.
Biscotti
I like
dipped in
cheese
coffee.
Danishes. Those are good. Yeah, Danishes are good.
You went sweet. I thought you were gonna go savory.
Cheese,
Well,
it's
you
a
said
cheese
pastry.
Danish,
What's a
man. That's a
savory
bit
A biscuit's a
savory.
pastry.
Oh
right?
yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I do like. Yeah, I'm
croissant?
like du fromage. What is?
Are you more of a biscuit or a roll guy or a croissant?
Oh, biscuit for sure.
Just sweet la une vie.
Yeah, biscuits and gravy. B&G.
I did have another really good point that I wanted to bring up that I think everybody on the stage can agree with, and it relates to point one, where Frank held his index finger up.
Maybe.
There is, like these Cardi B's and whatnots in the limelight, so to speak, that are just on the forefront of America and like a big major influence and impact. Yeah, 1 + 1 is 2. Don't try to argue; you'll be wrong. Anyway, what I was saying is all this stuff is on the forefront, and I mean there may be something kind of decent here or there, and this is speaking from my opinion, but I think there are a lot of good local artists and communities that are surrounding us. That if people would kind of wake up and turn away from like some of the insanity that gets shoved down your throat is good because it's so formulaic and they know how to like get into your brain, and you're not like thinking enough to like be like, wait, why am I enjoying this? Because like they've just played it 20 times and it's in my subconscious against my conscious will. Wake up a little bit, and there's a lot of good music right around you. I mean, yeah, we're super highly blessed in the area that we are in with all the awesome talent that we've been finding. I mean, I knew that there was a lot of talent around here, but until Frank and I and Bodie and everybody else that's helped has like got this going, I didn't really realize how much talent there is around here. It's insane. All these bands I never even heard of. I like never heard of like 1 Ton Trolley, and I'd heard of HWT. They were great, by the way.
Birds of Prey. Shout out Birds of Prey.
Yeah, I was hip to those fellas, but like over half of the people that have come through here, I have not known who they were, and like totally impressed by it.
Just like your
And-
fucking neighbors, though.
Yeah, and I mean this is all in our local community here, and I'm sure by that rationale, likely in your local communities or surrounding communities, you could kind of take a look and see, man, there is a lot of good talent around here. So maybe look there instead of just the TV and let them, or the radio and let them shove it down your throat.
And I can say this from experience. If you got friends and they play music and they produce music or do anything, they make something and sell something, they offer a service, use your friends, promote your friends. It doesn't cost anything to do it. Hit the share button. A heart emoji means more than on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. Tell your friends, and if you have suggestions, don't tell us. We don't want to hear it. Just like our stuff and buy it.
Amen.
Am I wrong?
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Feeble feedback.
You don't
forms
eat your
no
feedback.
forms. But anyway, I feel like
just give it a listen, or give it some interaction. You know what I mean? Like give it a chance. If you give most things a chance, you there's a high chance that you're gonna like them. You know what I mean? If you actually just sit there, like if your friend releases an album, first of all, you have no concept as a non-musician, as a consumer, you have no concept of how much work goes into one album. Like, you would not believe, I mean, years. You know, I know a buddy, Andy Dalton, he has this project called The Fireside Wake, and I believe he said he worked on that album for 8 years.
Are you talking about the quarterback of the Chicago Bears?
I'm talking about Andy Dalton. He was actually in a metal band called See You Next Tuesday back in the day.
I've heard of that band.
Yeah, they're pretty popular. Yeah, but he's doing his own thing now. And
I shout that band name at people sometimes.
yeah, exactly. But yeah,
especially when I'm upset about my steak at Applebee's when it's overcooked.
Zinger.
Zing.
Why are you ordering a steak at Applebee's?
So food angry. I got food poisoning
You know
at
what?
Applebee's. Shout out Applebee's in the bed.
Your hypothetical order is laughable, sir.
Back in the day, the Bourbon Street steak used to be good, but you know, it
Oh,
just got
he didn't.
smaller
Chicken
and
cheese-
tougher,
cheese
and
chicken penne.
you know, they'd
Appetizers.
overcook the steak. Man, what is wrong with it? I don't really like most cuts of steak unless it's super lean, like medium
Yeah.
rare.
I'm a shoulder man.
I'm just
Shoulder?
like medium for a ribeye or T-bone or something like
you know
that.
who-
And when they cook that medium well, or
Oh,
God forbid,
Why would you cook it?
well
Why would you do
done.
Oh, send it back. Send it back.
Oh man, but I'm scared. I'm scared to get.
Send it
I'm
back.
scared they're gonna spit on it.
If you bring me, if it's not on the side, if it's on the side,
It's
send
like
it back.
bring me an extra bottle of A1.
You know who has a surprisingly
jerky.
amazing ribs? I'm not like a
McDonald's, the McRib.
Nope. That's not who I was going to say. But,
Adam.
Close second, though.
The ribs, it's the only thing I ever get from there because I don't know about the other food really, but Logan's, I believe.
Oh, really?
The Roadhouse?
No, not Logan's.
With
what is that
Patrick
place?
Swayze?
What is the place up by? It's by Coles and stuff by the mall.
Roadhouse?
Roadhouse. what's it
Texas
called?
Roadhouse?
Texas? No, not Texas.
Texas
Roadhouse.
de Brazil.
No, it's
No, it's in Detroit.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
shout
what is
out to
that
the hood.
restaurant? It's not Logan's. It's not the one with the peanuts and
Logan
stuff.
Paul's Steakhouse?
No, dang it! Now I can't even remember.
Talking about
by
Olive Garden?
It's by Olive Garden.
It's gone now.
Best Buy.
It's Logan's,
No, it's-
and then it's gone.
Red Lobster.
No, it's not Logan's. Then it's still there.
It's bankrupt. It's gone. It's gone.
TJ Maxx.
It's gone.
Old Navy.
There's
Men's Warehouse.
Okay, I'm done. I give up. All right.
Do you guys enjoy a good salmon fillet? Like
Yeah.
maybe some
Who doesn't
lemon,
I
enjoy
like
good
the
salmon
one. I like
fillet?
a salmon fillet that I make.
Le-
Yeah.
lemon
I don't
pepper
usually
and
risk
stuff
it
on it,
at
or-
the restaurants.
You
but-
busted some lyrics about being a good cook. Is this true?
Yeah.
I heard them.
Yeah, I can whip up some mean Mexican food.
I've been hearing about, and this may be risque, but I've been hearing about your tacos for years.
Yeah, tacos. I can do tacos.
Tacos
right.
de Condon.
I have not to brag or anything, but
Do you ever do tacos de lengua?
I have a lot. I have more than 6 people who have had my tacos and claimed that they are the best tacos that they've
I
ever
thought
had.
you were gonna say I've given at least 6 people E. coli. I thought that's where you're not to brag, but
Not to brag.
I mean, when somebody
I make a mean taco.
when somebody likes to eat your taco, it feels good. You know, I mean, it's a good feeling to know
on the
that,
whole,
that
I
you
think eating tacos
fed
is good.
someone else.
Yeah, I think for sure. Well, what are your final thoughts here, AJ?
What is the difference between a taco and a taquito, really?
One's deep fried, I think.
Yeah, taquito is like a 7-Eleven thing, man.
Well, Miss
That's like
Pac-Man
a-
has the bow.
Shout out 7-Eleven.
Final thought.
Final thoughts would be, well, I kind of want to elaborate on that one thought that didn't quite get to finish. Is
Did I cut you off?
No, I don't think anybody cut me off. It just kind of.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
escaped me.
It petered out.
The like where I was saying, how much work goes into music. It's not just work. It is. Ultimately, it's all work, I guess. But it's like it could be thousands of dollars, man. Like just, sacrificing your time with your friends, with your family. Like, I can't tell you. On the record that me and him made with Nothing Gold.
Him and I.
Him and I. Sorry. Yes. Sorry.
okay.
Sorry, Miss Pilvinen. I failed your class. Yeah. You just never know. You never realize. So like, just listening to like one song and then messaging that friend and saying, hey man, I listened to that track, I really liked it, or I didn't really like it, even negative feedback is fine too. It means, like you said, with the heart react or whatever, like it means more than because that it got to somebody.
You're fighting an algorithm.
Yeah, you are, and
You're
that sucks.
You're fighting them, literally suppressing you.
Yep.
And my current Facebook profile picture is a can of Spam. For the reason of that I got flagged for spam for inviting so many people to watch the show each week.
Now it makes sense. That's nuts.
Yeah, I just want people to just know that we're doing so. You don't have to click going. I mean, I wish you would, even if you're not going to somebody's event, click going.
Because it gets
it's fine.
further. The algorithm pushes it. Every interaction.
And it's so sad that it has to be that way. But most
It's petty.
people aren't thinking about that. But so like you were saying, so much work goes into an album, and we live in this weird time where people don't like. My car doesn't have a CD player in it. I have a CD player in my basement that's not been hooked up for 5 years.
Yeah.
So
CD players
if
are the new VCRs.
if you make a record, you have to put it on Spotify or sell download cards. Buy their T-shirts, buy their CD. Even if you don't have a CD player, I'll let you borrow mine. Come over. I got a baby blue Sony Walkman, 2003. So listen, Jimi Hendrix CDs on.
At least vinyl's the new thing now, you know.
And that's cool too. I think.
You know how much it presses.
Yeah, exactly.
It's expensive.
Accessible
The
as
juice
love
has
or
gotta be
electric
worth the
Ladyland,
squeeze.
if you had to pick one.
Ooh. Axis. But
Right
anyway,
on. I feel that.
buy their merch because if you play, I made a joke earlier. You know, if you had 100 million plays on Spotify, what would you do with your $3 check?
Yeah.
It's about
Accurate.
right.
Yeah.
It's about right. I mean, it's hyperbolic, but it's in the right vein of how much money you make from streams. So if you buy my CD or his CD for $10, you know that's 300 million streams on Spotify.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
buy physical media, help your friends out, and check out the local music scene. And for more information on, oh man, I really biffed this joke, but I was gonna do something so good. And
You remember that band Biff Naked?
It's still funny.
I do remember that band, Biff Naked.
I saw them before they were really much of anything at Lilith Fair, actually.
No relation at all to the Bare Naked Ladies, which also was a disappointing concert.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Having never seen or heard the band, they were all
okay.
dressed men.
It makes sense.
They're very talented musicians. He doesn't like them. Right?
I don't really like him either.
I don't think. I'm not sure how many full-grown men it would really take to drag me to a Bare Naked Ladies concert.
Why do you keep bringing up drag?
Yeah.
Drag.
Are you gonna go drag?
It was a
if they were Bare Naked
Sloidian
Ladies-
frip, man. No big deal.
Oh, I see what you did there. I'm going home. I'm going home. Well, Big Chips, it was fantastic having you on the show this week. I'm glad that you came. I'm glad that you saw and enjoyed and conquered. We got to talk about some deep issues, and we got to talk about some weird things. I don't even know how we talked about them, but we were there, and we didn't back down. Nobody on this stage backed down. Danielle looked a little sad. But other than that, why don't we go around here and introduce your guys' selves and tell us one more time where we can get your music and maybe when your release date for the new record is, and we're going to get on out of here.
Where we can get those knives, too.
Yeah, okay. So am I going first? There you go, yeah. Okay. So basically, I plan on dropping new music this year. You can check it out on, you can check my current music out on Spotify. It's just Big Chips. You could definitely follow me on Instagram. That's where you're gonna get a lot of the action news, and that's Big Chips with 3 P's. Big Chips. And then I have Facebook, whatever. But like Frank said, Facebook is pretty useless for that kind of stuff. But
don't insult the overlord.
Sorry, Facebook.
He was just kidding, sir.
Yep, just kidding. That was a joke. Just keep following the online stuff, and I definitely have a new record coming out this year. It could be my last hip hop record, just because I've got some other ideas that I need to move on with. Lastly, Nothing Gold. Always follow them. Lastly. Oh, the knives. You want to know about the knives? Yeah, the knives, Forged in Michigan, Instagram. It's kind of a weird plug for a hip hop interview show thing.
I think
but
knives go well with hip hop.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah, true. If you want something, you don't want a big don't mess with me knife. You can back alley with. Hit me up. And then
like one of those Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, exactly. This is a knife. Yeah.
That's a knife.
Yeah, man, I've heard that so many thousands of times since making knives.
He
lastly,
has an impression. I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah, give him
the Crocodile Dundee.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible! It's incredible. Mick Dundee is sitting in front of me.
It's a knife. It's something like that.
Hugh Jackman.
It was a Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Wasn't it? Who the fuck was that?
He's about to make a Vegemite sandwich.
That was the romancing the stone. Who was that? That's not a knife. That's a knife. That's a good one.
But
is that Rutger Hauer?
Perhaps.
Remember the Sword in the Stone, or what about Stone Sour? Were they a big influence?
Stone Sour
No,
was
they weren't. That was
Corey
kind of
Taylor's
weird.
band.
That was a creepy
the
video
one that
that
was
they
in
had. That,
Slipknot.
where he's turning into like an old man. That was kind of creepy. But.
I did not know that.
This is my segue into me.
Frank, did you know that?
So, yeah. What's
so next up on the docket, we're Nothing Gold, obviously. AJ and I have been doing that for quite some years now, and we've added 2 new additions, which is absolutely immaculate. We got Travis Erickson on the drums from Redstone Souls previously, and Ryan Weber from Narco
Weber
Debut,
Girls.
Sugar Baron, all the good stuff. I mean, that guy's giving us work, and
I can't imagine having a grill company of that size.
It's fun. and then next
not like grills like he's gonna wear in his mouth.
The more recent stuff, I got to give it this. So my buddies from back in high school, you may remember them from Riding Shotgun. We got Jared and Zane Palmer on the bass and drums in my new project, and then my buddy Victor Miniachi from just hanging around, he's killing it. Those odds coming soon to this stage. Guaranteed no internet presence at this point, but
do you want to give a final?
We'll get you soon.
I did cut you off. Did you have something else significant that you wanted to portray to the folks
I
at
always
home?
have significant things I want to portray, but since you're on the topic, something that just came into my mind is, people, this could be the most important thing I've said this whole entire interview, but your YOUR implies possession. YOU apostrophe RE is you are.
I believe that's a contraction.
Yeah. Anyways, so that just if you
Or
have,
is it a compound word? I see. I don't know. It's been a long time.
Is it a
conjunction?
That proper use of your and your is just so important.
Conjunction,
and
junction. What's your function?
There, and there. Same thing. Yeah. Just it could make you look, one way or the other.
Basically, what you're saying is that you are thinking about hiring a full-time hype man, like even in real life, not just when you're rapping.
Exactly.
I was gonna say Dan's pretty good at hype manning, dude.
All right, Dan, you're hired.
For real.
You're hired.
All right.
Sorry,
When you said that, the
When do I
contraction bit
start?
made me think of a Mitch Hedberg joke. I know, right? Oh man, I can't say it on the air. It's not okay. What's this young lady's name? We haven't heard a peep out of her the whole
Her
time.
name is Danielle.
Say something, Danielle. Hey.
She's the lady of few words.
Oh, laying low, Danielle. Well, we'd like
Those
to
are the
say
ones you got to look out
She
for.
just learned how to talk about 3 years ago.
we'd like to say thank you for tuning in to the Play Something Good podcast. Next weekend we have a group of very, very relaxed dressing people called Pajamas. Jam band sensation. They're a jam band from Ann Arbor.
Which way do they dress?
Probably top to bottom, I'd imagine.
Sleepwear.
Maybe bottom to top. Silk. Nice flannel. I'm not sure. I don't. Anyway.
I've been looking at really high-end robes lately. And you know they get expensive quick. It's nothing to spend $350 on like a fairly nice, luxurious
Well, maybe
robe.
not for somebody with money like you.
Well, I didn't spend that. I mean, I'm just saying I really wanted one because I got one at like the Goodwill a long time ago, and it's kind of cool in a way, but it's not like luxurious at all. And I'm like, you know, what does it take to get a luxurious one? I'm thinking like $60-$70.
Oh no!
Splurge.
Au contraire, bonjour.
Au contraire.
The Egyptians' clothing, the emperor's clothing.
The emperor wears no clothes. But before this thing train wrecks any further,
Is that really all Danielle's going to say all night?
or derails any further, I'd just like to say that you're gonna want to wear flannel or 100% cotton. And I'll tell you why. It's
Al
breathable.
Borland flannel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know that plaid and flannel aren't the same? They're not mutually exclusive.
I did know that.
I didn't. Well, usually flannel comes in plaid.
Typically.
So I thought they were the same thing for years. Maybe I'm just dumb. Sorry.
I have flannel sheets with no design.
I had the courage. I had the courage to say it, and you guys are shunning me for it.
I mean, as far as that goes, you could, in theory, have flannel that was paisley design. You could have like paisley flannel.
Of course you could. Brad Paisley
I've never
endorses
seen
it.
I did not know that.
Well, I'd just like to say God bless America, and everybody have a great Saturday, and we'll catch you next week.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't cut us off yet. We'd like you guys to repeat after us. Play something good. Your turn.
Play something good.
That was nice. That was
very
nice.
nice.
That was a little fall off at the end.
Good night, everybody.
Thankful for today. One day this will all be gone away. Be thankful for the way the sun shines again and again every day. Be thankful for today. We'll all laugh about this one day. Be grateful for the way the seed still sows and the food still grows. Well, we all wonder why there's a ladle in the sky. Well, the answer is we don't know why. Well, we all wonder why the ladle spins in the sky. Come get your gravy, baby, when your biscuits are dry. Be thankful for today as a day